Obviously, we're going to be talking about Hassan Campbell this morning. We're actually in the crib because I am waiting for. So it's supposed to be coming to connect my internet kind of early. So I didn't want to be walking around outside, and it's a freaking beautiful day outside. Wowzers. So we're gonna be talking about the. So I might walk to like just go get coffee or something to like just run out and come. I don't want to miss the internet guy. To run out and come back. Give me one moment. But just so we're clear, for the foreseeable future, I prefer for morning coffee to be an outside show. That's when we go outside. I prefer for morning coffee to stay that way. And when the Tonight Show comes back, obviously it's going to be an inside program. So we're not outside right now, and that has nothing to do with Hassan Campbell. I just want to be clear on that, because we already had this conversation that we had to get the that we were waiting for our internet to be connected this week. And I got confirmation that the guys is coming today, so we're inside today. We're gonna have the Tonight Show very soon. Very soon, the Tonight Show is coming back. With that being said, we're gonna talk about Hassan Campbell today. So that's gonna be the majority of the show. I got. Why is this look crooked like that? Hold on. I gotta back up. Move this, move that. Yeah, this in the wrong spot. Oh, that was the problem. All right, so we're gonna be talking about Hassan Campbell today. Obviously, I'm gonna BS for a little while, do a monologue, give us an opportunity to let some people get up in the room, and then we're gonna get into the content. There was a couple of things I wanted to talk about. So I guess I'll just lead with this because this is BB in business. Let's get this out of the way. One thing I want to say is this, and I want to be 100% clear. Apparently people think I'm lonely because I do not have people around me. I need for everybody to understand something real quick. I am not lonely at all. We have our internet coming. We have our my workstation. I'm gonna be able to set my workstation back up. People are not gonna see me no more. I'm not gonna be outside. I am 100% not lonely. I just want to be clear on this. So if you're somebody that's thinking, yo, I don't want to talk to that guy because he's lonely, or you're probably going to sound like a chick. Hey, I don't want to talk to that guy. He's lonely as over the is. Yeah, I'm not lonely at all. I want to be clear about that, because I'm trying to avoid nonsense like what just happened to Hassan Campbell yesterday. I'm trying to avoid nonsense. So I'm perfectly fine with never talking to another human being again. So I'm not that guy. I just want to be clear about this. On my shoulder. Something happened yesterday that leads me to believe that I should say this. I just want to be clear about this. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I've lived a lot of earth. A lot of earth, okay? I'm not that guy. I'm fine with having peace and serenity. I'm fine with quietness. And I know that often the only times you can find those things is when you're alone. So, yeah, that's generally what I'm usually trying to be. With that being said, let's get to the show. Let's do roll call real quick. Shout out to the Smoke Rebels this morning for a salute. I want to say something, and I want to be clear. And this is not a knock at Hassan Campbell. And I think that we need to be understanding to that man. Because at this point, I think we have to acknowledge that whether whatever he's going through is created in his own mind, or whether what he's going through is something that the universe is creating. There's people out there that's creating. Because remember, we don't always see the hands that's moving. Y'all look at these content creators often, and y'all might think that this content creator is going crazy or that content creator is going crazy. But I'm going to tell you right now, there was a period of time, it doesn't really happen at all no more. Partly, it can't happen if they try to make it happen, because I have the thing on Instagram that make it so people can't send me messages at night. But what used to happen was this. Basically, I used to get messages 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning on a regular, right? Just harassing messages. And you want to know who was sending the people and was also doing it themselves? My own people. It was my own people. Now, I had so many people I tried to work with that tried to do some weirdo shit to me, that there's going to be people that's going to say, yo, I didn't do that, because they know they did other weirdo shit. They just didn't happen to do that one. If you weren't the ones that did that one, and I'm not talking about you, there's no reason for you to pop your head back up. So I want to be clear about this. Shout out to the Art of D Glass dropping our Cash App in the chat. I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. When you're a content creator, especially when you're a content creator that has a large following that you interact with, one of the things that happens is there's going to be people that just dislike you. They're going to try to mingle with the people that like you, and they're going to try to get in good with you so they can then sabotage you. I'm going to give you a perfect example that applies to us, just so we can be clear. And remember, when the things happen to me over here, it's not just happening to me, it's happening to us if you're a part of this channel. Because when I'm up, you up. Don't never forget that. So check this out. So I had somebody come to me like they was a friend. That's how come I got this whole entire apartment that I currently live in. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm not saying no names. I'm not shooting at nobody. I just want you to understand what will happen. I had they couldn't drain my resources. The money that I had at that point, they couldn't drain it. My money kept coming in to the point where I was able to still be able to pay to keep a roof over my head every night. So what they wanted to do was they wanted to make me homeless. So what they did first was they offered me an opportunity to come live here, right? I don't know what the thing was in the beginning. I don't know how that was supposed to play out, but I didn't take it. I actually I had an assistant at that time. Yes, I used to, pay her when I could. It's not important. So I had an assistant at that time. My assistant told me, don't take it. The person was like, yo, I got this spot. Talk about this spot. You could come move in. It was like around June, August, July, August, something like that. So I say no, right? Because my assistant gave me the advice. I took the advice of my assistant. I hope she's doing well. Shout out to sh0t, the real sh0t. So, my situation keeps deteriorating. It gets to November or December. It was like early December, maybe. I take up his offer. Turns out their whole plan was to get me to get to this neighborhood. So what he wanted to do was take my money, knowing that he didn't pay the landlord that lived here, and that the landlord that lived here was going to throw anyone out they see living here. You see, he had no anything in the apartment. The apartment had nothing but a refrigerator when I got here. That was it. It had nothing. A refrigerator and one chair. So he didn't live here because he didn't want to get in contact with the landlord. I just want to explain to y'all that y'all sometimes think that people like Hassan Campbell is going crazy, because I'm going to explain to you what happened to him. But I just need for you to understand that when we do this internet thing, there's a lot of weirdos that pop up out of the woodwork, and they're always trying to do something to you. You understand? And then when it fails, now all of a sudden they go tell the world that you did something to them. So basically what happened was they was trying to make me homeless before the new year. So he didn't pay his landlord. He expected the landlord to come kick me out the apartment, that he was going to wash his hands of me after he took my money. You get it? But what ended up happening was, after I paid them the money, lots of money, I'm not even going to go into it. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm actually fine with it. I appreciate the change. I needed an apartment. You wanted the money. I gave you the money. Now I have an apartment. I think that was it was a fair trade. I'm not even upset over this. But what he tried to do was, he never gave the money to the landlord. So the landlord actually came to kick me out. The difference is I moved with the Most High. So I was able to talk to the landlord, and the landlord allowed for me to stay in the apartment. And that's how come I live here right now. So, 2 lessons. 1, sometimes we gotta build houses with the stones that that our enemies throw at us. You got to use those stones and build houses, literally. 2, sometimes people get in your ear, and they get in your ear purposely to try to cause you a problem. Now, I want to explain something else. One more thing before we talk about Hassan Campbell. I have a lot of admins that always wanted me to do self-destructive behavior. You understand? I'll have somebody who got 20 followers say something about me, and they think that I should now go mention that guy and get into a all-out war with a dude with 100 followers. That don't make sense. I'm lowering my own value. You get it? They were trying to create an Hassan Campbell page over here, but I refuse to argue with people. I refuse to want to go back and forth with people. So I have a little soft place in my heart for Hassan Campbell, even when he's wrong. I can acknowledge that he's wrong, but I understand not everybody is built for being able to deal with a den of snakes. Now that goes right back to what I'm trying to explain to y'all. I don't get lonely. Now with that being said, allegedly somebody told Hassan Campbell that he couldn't go out to Bronx River. That's why he ended up being there. I also want to talk about the validity of the video. A lot of people don't believe the video for a reason. I'm going to discuss that also, but let's get to it. I'm going to get there in 1 minute. I just want to let you know what's coming up. So I want to be clear about something. Hassan Campbell was there allegedly. Shout out to Manzi, salute. Shout out to Rugi Hauser. He says Campbell pulled a gravy in front of Hot 97 move. So who gravy? What are you doing in front of Hot 97? Tell me. So Hassan Campbell was told, I believe, by some young dudes from the neighborhood or whatever, that he couldn't come back to Bronx River no more. I want to say something real quick. Haven't they been saying he can't go back to Bronx River for like the last 10 years or some shit? I mean, I don't know how long he's been doing this. Not 10 years. That's a slight exaggeration. But for the last 3 or 4 years, they've been saying he can't go back to Bronx River, right? And he's always went back over there whenever he felt like going over there, right? I want to say something real quick. It's one thing for you to be in your home and somebody be like, you're not going to go to the corner store. And then you're like, you're going to go to the corner store. So now we're not doing that. I'm going to the corner store, right? It's another thing for somebody to be like, you're not allowed in some area that you don't live nowhere near and you don't even frequent anymore. Why would you care? Like, let's say this. Perfect example. I'm going to go to 161st Street whenever I feel like it. I used to live over there. I'm going to go over there whenever I feel like it. But if somebody right now was like, yo, I bet you too scared to come down to 161st Street and River Avenue, I'm going to be looking at this dude like, fam, I have no plans on going there anytime soon. But when I have plans on going there, I'll be there. Like, what are you talking about? That don't even make sense. I don't have any plans on going there, so no, I'm not going there today, fam. I have no plans of that. I don't care that I got a car. I don't care if I can get there in 20 minutes. None of that matters. I have no plans on doing that. I have a whole different day planned out. Matter of fact, I might have nothing planned. And that will mess up the nothing. I like having nothing planned. So allegedly what happened was there was some people saying that he can't go back to Bronx River. But there's always people saying that he can't go back to Bronx River. I am. Hold on. Did I say what's up to everybody that pulled up in the chat? Shout out to Brandon Washington. I can't remember if I said what's up. I think I forgot. Shout out to Brandon Washington. Hope you're going well this morning. Also, my brother. So I want to be clear about something. I think it was foolish for him to go out there. Right? Period. For that reason. I don't look at Hassan Campbell as an outside content creator. There's a lot of people that are outside content creators, right? A lot of them, more of them are on TikTok, more of them are like on Instagram. But there's a lot of people that are outside content creators. I don't look at Hassan Campbell as being an outside content creator. I think that his people are hurting him when they tell him to go outside and curse people out. I think anybody's community would be hurting them if they encouraged him to go outside and tell people off and curse people out. Period. Just so we could be clear. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Just so there's gonna be people like, yo, Jack, he doesn't know what he's talking about. People supposed to be outside cursing people for no reasons. And I'm saying I could be wrong. But I think that if your community is encouraging you to go outside and do something against what God wants us to do, because God does not like when we speak violence. I want to get to that in a minute, but that's a whole nother thing that I want to discuss. I'm going to get to that in a minute after we get to the videotape that I'm about to discuss in a second. So, for whatever the reason is, he went out there. I do not think that he should have went out there. Not for that reason. If he was already going to go out there, fine. But I don't think he should have went out there for that reason. This isn't like this place is like 3 blocks away from his home. Because then if somebody say you better not come out here, like you live there, fam, that's a totally different situation. Now you got to be worried about your safety. You might need to go pull up on them and have that conversation or see what the fuck is going on. But we're talking about Bronx River that's nowhere near where Hassan Campbell lives. I just don't think that that was one of the better decisions to go over there and to deal with that. Okay, so let's move on real quick. I want to get to the next thing, the videotape. Did y'all see the videotape? I want to say something. Over here, we leave the app often and they come back. Now, when y'all watch the replay of when I left the app and came back, it's usually a smash cut, correct? I'm asking the community now, because I'm just asking the community. At least one of y'all had to have seen a video where, no, I probably lost reception and then gained reception again. Is it usually a smash cut? I got a couple of things to say about the video real quick. I just want to make sure that we can come to a consensus on a couple of things first so we can have a structured conversation. So it's not everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody want to have those conversations where during the conversation, the guy you're talking to is like, yeah, but remember, anything is possible. So there's no reason for us to talk. Anything I say, you're just going to say, well, anything is possible. Say the opposite. Hold on, Smoke Rebel, one thing at a time. I mean, you could discuss all that in the chat. I'm saying I'm discussing one thing at a time. When you can say whatever, you can discuss whatever you want in the chat, though. I'm not trying to stop you. So, just so we can be clear. So, it's a smash cut. So, I want to say something. And I need to put y'all, okay, that's a little bit later down the line. So, I want to discuss something about the video real quick. A lot of people think the video was not a live feed. I don't know if that was a live video. We would have to literally be able to find somebody that was in the video when it was a live video. Is there anyone that was in the video when it was a live video? That's the question. Now, being that Hassan Campbell gets thousands of people on his live, pardon me, at least hundreds of people on his live when he go live, is there even one person that can say they were in the live when he lost reception? Is there one? And we're not talking about any of his allies, by the way. There's enough people that go watch Hassan Campbell that don't necessarily care for him. But somebody in the live, and then the reception went out. Like it does, when we over here and I have to go to another app. Because either one or two things happen. I'm going to tell you what I think happened. And then I'm going to tell you what I heard somebody else say. Right? Or should I say something what I think is a possibility. So, when y'all send me a Cash App, and I want to go send the Cash App to my bank account, because I don't have a long story. So I want to go send the Cash App to my bank account. I got to exit out of the app, and I got to go to the Cash App app. When I come back, On the replay, I believe those to be smash cuts. So as far as Hassan Campbell is also, I have not had coffee this morning. If somebody want to purchase some coffee, we will run to the store real quick and go get coffee. I got time to run to the store right now before the freaking it's scheduled for. I have to be here for the for the internet guy to get here. I could run to the store right now. So if anybody got coffee or coffee in a muffin, we will run to the store. All right, so hold on, listen, pay attention. So I'm going to read all the comments. Comment all of the comments y'all think about this. Before I go to the next conversation or the next segment of this, I'm going to read all the comments. So as far as the video is concerned, I thought this. If that video was live, that means he saw somebody and saw something, and he ducked out of the video so the live people couldn't watch him. I'm going to say that again for the people that don't get it. Do you see how we be outside and people approach me? I don't go near my camera. I don't turn the camera off. I'm going to say that again. Do you see how when we be outside and people come in, and I'm not saying I'm the bad nigga and nothing like that. I'm not talking about, I'm better than this guy and that guy. I'm not saying none of that. But what I am saying is, do you see how when we be outside and people approach us, I don't approach to turn my camera off. I keep the camera on. So I want to make 2 points real quick. The first one is this. I'm going to mention the knife behind the back. We'll talk about that later. But I'll mention the knife behind the back. So I'm going to make 2 points. The first one is this. When the dude came out the building in the red, Hassan Campbell pulled his knife out and had it behind his back. We'll talk about that later when we talk about pulling weapons out in public. He didn't turn the camera off. When the dude walked up on him that he supposedly thought he might have to get, he didn't turn his camera off. I've been just listening to people talk about this topic this morning and last night. And I don't think I've heard one person mention that. He turned off his camera later, but he didn't turn off his camera when he had his own knife out like he was about to get busy. He didn't turn his camera off in that moment. He left it on. I'm going to read some comments. Happens all the time, and then he picks back up when you left off. So, yeah, it's a smash cut. Boom. Open Aim says, what's the odds shots were reported, fired in the exact area at the exact same time the live cut off? Laugh out loud, people reaching. Just so we could be clear, I'm not saying he was or wasn't shot. I'm also not saying that gunfire didn't happen. We're literally talking about the Bronx, and we're talking about Bronx River. I don't know if any of y'all ever been over there before. This isn't a place that I'm going to be surprised when gunfire goes off. I used to live down the block, fam. This isn't one of those projects that you just walk through if you could go a different route. That's the best way I could put it. Like if you could go a different route, you don't walk that way. You understand? Unless you from over there. You get it? So, gunfire going off at Bronx River sounds about right. I mean, but please, let's have the conversation. So you don't think he got shot or you do think he got shot? I'm curious. I'm on no side of this conversation, just so we can be clear. So whoever feels whatever they want to talk about this, however you feel. I'm on no side of this conversation. I am going to err on the side of caution and wish him good health and wish him, if he did get shot, you know, wish him, you know, to heal soon and fast and get back on his feet. You know, I don't want to wish being shot or being hurt on anybody. That's not my type of time. You understand? But yes, there was gunshot. That's Bronx River, fam. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Let's stay on this video for 2 more seconds, and then I want to get to the next conversation. That's what's the thing I told you I was gonna tell you after the video. Anyway, let's finish with the video conversation real quick. Then we're gonna get to the next aspect. So I want to be clear about something. That's what I think happened. I think I think he ducked out of the app. And if he ducked out of the app, why did he duck out of the app? Remember, he's out there yelling at people to come downside and have a problem with him, which is crazy because he only had a knife. Do y'all understand how crazy that is? Do y'all understand how crazy? Do you understand how crazy that is? He was outside yelling at people to come outside to come fight him and do all of this other weirdo shit, and he only had a knife. Yes, I'm saying only. Do y'all understand how crazy that is? Can you tell me of projects in America that don't got niggas that strap? Can you tell me of projects in America where, you know, you don't got a couple of people that will boom you for little to no reason? So I'm not even just talking about how dangerous this project probably is or isn't. I'm just talking about the overall danger that exists inside of an area where you condense a population. So the second thing I heard was this, or I heard someone say this, and this is, I guess, the first thing I heard, because the other thing is my perspective. He was always in the Turo-ish. Thank you, Ty-Dye. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. You're outside telling people that we're gonna have that conversation. Hold on. We're gonna have that conversation. That's a little bit later. Let me just get past this real quick. Keep those comments coming though. Appreciate that. So I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. There was a couple of different theories. This is the one that I think kind of allows has the most room to be true. Dude said Hassan possibly was not doing a live stream. It was just a pre-recorded video where he was pretending it was a live stream. And then dude believes he's pretending, well, he doesn't know if he is or pretending to be shot. But dude believes that he then, you know, recorded the first part, recorded the second part, then put them together, went into StreamYard, and then played it like it was a live video through StreamYard. That's what dude thinks he did. That's a possibility. I don't know. I think he turned this. I think he saw actual danger and turned his phone off. That's what I think happened. I think he saw the thing he was asking for coming to him, and he turned his phone off. He ducked out of the app. That's what I think happened. But once again, can we find anyone that was in the live stream when it was a live stream? I remember seeing his, while we was doing the live yesterday, I remember seeing his shit pop up on the screen. No, StreamYard is only in the video in the corner if you don't pay for it. If you pay for the StreamYard, that you could take that out of there. It don't got to be there. It's only up there when you use the free version. Or if you want it to be up there after you decide to use the pay version. So. But that's what the dude said. I don't know how true that is. I think more likely he was live streaming. He saw something about to happen, and then he ducked out of the app. And then I guess and I do think when he came back to the app, he might not even have known he was still the live was still open, because that's happened to me more than once. Just saying what it is. What's the next thing we want to discuss? I'm trying to be as fair to this brother as possible before I start talking about a specific aspect of what he did that was just bananas. So I'm trying to be as fair to this brother as possible. Remember, I do not have I don't have a horse in this race, fam. Yeah, I don't have a horse in this race. You guys are fortunate that I'm the avatar for this page, and this is a page that you like. Not everybody has the temperament to deal with harassment in a way that doesn't attack everyone, because it's hard. Because remember, though, like the way that I'm being harassed, they're trying to get me to outwardly attack other people. You understand? So that's a good chance that that's what Hassan Campbell is going through. They're trying to get him to react. They want him to, be outside of himself. That's why I keep trying to tell you, these people are Satan. You understand what I'm saying? These people are Satan. I don't know how Hassan Campbell was being attacked, but I can say this. He wasn't out there alone. He was out there with people. He went to that neighborhood and disturbed the peace. Is that fair? We'll talk about this now. He went to that neighborhood and disturbed the peace. You can't go into a residential neighborhood and stand around daring people to come and attack you. You can't go to anywhere and do that. That's crazy. But this guy was in a residential neighborhood, standing around daring people to come assault him. Telling people that he was going to kick their mothers downstairs. He was going to stab their mothers. He was going to kill them. He needs to find God. He needs to try to find God, not the thing that he says he's doing. He needs to actually find God. He needs to attempt harder. He's being attacked probably at a spiritual level. But once again, I don't know this man. I just want everybody to find God, because when you do that, all of these things that we're doing that we're not supposed to do, they'll start falling away one by one. And you can be a better you and for your loved ones. So I want to say something real quick. His live went live like around, what time was it yesterday? We were still on air, I think. I think we had just went off air, or we were still on air. We could have just went off air. Yeah, because I was sitting here. We had just went off air. As soon as we went off air, Hassan Campbell went on air. I'm doing a thing, y'all. And the thing that I'm doing is different. There's nobody doing what we're doing over here. Nobody's doing this. Name another content creator that goes out and stands outside. We've been doing this for years before we came to Coney Island. And we was doing it in a lot of different dangerous neighborhoods. Dangerous neighborhoods. And some nice neighborhoods. It is what it is. But just so we could be clear, the thing that we do, don't nobody else really do this, man. We're going to talk about the Casey thing in a minute. Give me a second. Don't nobody really do this, man. Nobody really do this. We doing something special, whether y'all know it or not. We doing something special. Name me another city that has a YouTube content creator that goes outside to the people and talk to the people every morning. And not hate, not shaming, not disrespectfully. And it also allows for people to come onto the platform and say their piece. Name me another YouTube content creator. There isn't, man. They say I'm a pussy and they say this and this and that, but I'm going to be honest with you. Most of them dudes is too scared. All due respect, Hassan Campbell couldn't go outside and do his thing without having bodyguards. Can we just keep it a stat? Still got shot, allegedly. We're different, fam. I'm different. The thing we're doing is different. Stop believing that these dudes, and I'm not shooting at Hassan Campbell, but stop believing that these dudes are sent from the Most High when they can't even follow any scripture. They follow no scripture, but as soon as somebody do something to them, they start talking about God this and God that. As soon as they feel like they're inconvenienced, they start talking about God this and God that, but they follow no scripture. Y'all see me follow scripture on a daily, everyday basis. Do I make mistakes? We all make mistakes, man. But please stop going out here and acting like these dudes that don't even follow scripture. When they say God's name, y'all pretending like, yeah, they really talking God shit. And they follow no scripture. How do you think you get your blessings from God? By following scripture. How do you think you get Satan's approval? By going against scripture. So these dudes will be going against scripture the whole time. So who's the God they talking about? Let's read some comments. Tada says them steppers was approaching in mask. Tada said you can't be fair. Dude was all the way out of pocket. We're gonna really discuss that. We are gonna discuss that. I'm just slow walking this shit. Art of D Glasses, I like Hassan, but I couldn't watch the video because the energy was not good and vibrations was low, very low. AP says Hassan needs to go into a whole new business venture. I'm sure he got the money. Shaking my head. If he had the money, you think he'd be doing that? Tada says he can't be jealous that Casey got all the attention and not him. We will discuss that. Nick the Slick said, salute Frost and the gang, salute. Open Aim says he need help for real, the way he put it. The ones he beefing with now besides Bam are defending the weirdo, allegedly, who died recently. I believe it got him. Oh, wow. What up, Neil? He says, I watched it live and knew he was going to wild out the way his eyes looked and his sway back and forth. What up, Frost? What up? They worship God but don't serve God. Well, you can't worship God if you're not serving him. That's not possible. Because the act of worshiping something is the act of service to it, right? So if we're worshiping God, that means we're in service to our fellow human. That means, you understand? So you can't be saying that you worship God, but you're not doing any of the things. The actual things that you're doing is showing where your heart is and showing where you worship. So they are worshiping something and they do have a God. It's just probably not the Most High. That was the point I was trying to make. Let's look at some of these comments. I've seen people say that they thought he looked like he might have been high. His eyes was extremely puffy, like he hadn't slept. I want to say something. This is the first thing I thought when I saw that. One of the things I thought. I'm going to say something real quick. This is totally changing the subject. It's going to take a minute. A lot of us are not unattractive. You're bloated because you're suffering from diabetes. I'm going to say this again. A lot of people are bloated because they're suffering from diabetes. Please be more mindful of the way that you eat and drink. A lot of y'all think that you need makeup. Think that you need to go to the gym. Think, well, you probably need to go to the gym. Everybody should be working out and exercising. But think that you need, I don't know, waist trainers and all this other stuff. When in reality, what you don't know is you're suffering from onset type 2 diabetes. Be mindful of what you're eating. All right? Be mindful of what you're drinking. Take more consideration about our health. A lot of people are suffering from onset because they don't tell you you're about to get diabetes. They tell you you got diabetes after you got it. So the doctor's not going to tell you you getting diabetes. Well, if you're fortunate because you got a good doctor, he'll tell you. And I know this because I was skinny and slim as shit athlete, I thought. Being an athlete is the only thing that prevented me from getting bad diabetes. Because I wasn't eating well, I wasn't drinking well, but I was really, I exercised all day, every day. Because I played sports, and then when I wasn't playing sports, I was exercising so I could play sports. And that's the only reason. You understand? That's why a lot of these athletes, after they stop performing, after they not in the NBA no more, after they not in the NFL no more, you see them get that gut. A lot of the skinny dudes that just in the hood, that they used to be the ballers and the hoopers and dumb athletic early young, but now they turn in their 40s or their 50s or whatever, and you see them, now they getting a little bit broken down and they get that gut. Anyway, I just want to say that. So Hassan Campbell was looking like he had not slept. I heard some people say that they thought he, obviously it looks like he could have been drinking. I heard some people say that they thought he could have been high on something. I don't know. I don't know what these guys is into nowadays. But whoever those dudes was out there with him, those ain't his homeboys. They was clout chasers. Stop running around with people thinking nothing isn't going to happen because you with somebody. I'm telling you right now from personal experience, shit go left all the time, fam. Sometimes you're on the right side of that left turn. Sometimes you're on the left side of that left turn, if you get what I'm saying. Let's talk about how he was talking about people outside real quick. Put it in the chat. I want to know what y'all think he was saying. Well, I want to know how y'all felt about what he was yelling out in the middle of the damn projects. Put it in the chat. I'm reading comments. I want to know what y'all felt about that. This dude keeps saying, we all fall short, fam, and we all make mistakes. Don't get this confused. But you can't be outside saying that you're a role model of any kind, saying that you're going to throw somebody's mother down the stairs, that you're going to kill her and, kill the whole household and come outside. I want all the smoke. I don't think you could be a role model if you're doing that. Who you a role model for? At the same time, isn't this the same guy that talk about how the kids don't know how to act? I'm just asking, and I'm not trying to be critical. But this is the same guy that say that people need to learn how to raise their kids. This is the same guy that says that we need to save the kids, right? And we all make mistakes. We all fall short, and we're going to pray for our brother. But I'm going to tell you the difference in behavior between when he gets disrespected from kids, when I've been disrespected by kids. This is the difference in behavior. And this is what I keep trying to tell you. People want you to crash out, fam. When you use emotional intelligence, they call you pussy. They say you soft. All of the things. I had a situation where the people around here convinced these kids to hate me. So even still to this day, I got kids running up to me on some weirdo shit and doing weirdo shit. So let me tell you about something that happened. I'm at the park. They was planning on jumping me, right? They was planning on fighting me, but you already know what would have happened once you start whooping the teenager's ass and he's there with his friends. Need I say more? So they was planning on jumping me. I was like, fuck this shit. It's one on, I don't know how many of them was, about 7 of them, right? 6 or 7 or some number like that, right? Could have been about 6, right? It was 6 of them. I don't know how many would have jumped in. So I was like, all right, fuck this shit. I skate. Later on, one of those same kids tried to run up on me in the street. I'm glad he changed his idea about what he was going to do. But the point in which I'm making is, at no point do you hear me yelling about how I want to get into a fight with these kids. At no point do you hear me yelling about how I want something bad to happen to these kids. I want everyone to find the Most High. I don't know what your journey is. I don't know how many steps you need to take. Now he gets into an argument with kids online, and what does he do? He go to a freaking one of the most dangerous projects, right? Where he decides he's going to yell at people early in the morning, who then decide to throw bottles at him. Now I want y'all to think about who gets more support in this world, Hassan Campbell or Jack Frost. Who do people love more, Hassan Campbell or Jack Frost? Which I'm fine with, by the way. It is what it is. But how do y'all expect that man to not crash out if that's the only time people show him attention? When was the last time Hassan Campbell put something good online and people show him attention? So his whole platform is crashing out at this point. Because how else is he going to feed his family if he's not crashing out? His friends ain't really his friends. They just want to see him go out there and be destructive. They don't want to see him be productive. Hassan Campbell has a pretty big page. Well, I mean, I see him working with any nonprofit organizations. He keeps saying he want to save the kids. He's literally a person who went through trauma, and I believe he went through the trauma. I know for a fact he went through the trauma. It's real. Why isn't he trying to help people that went through similar traumas? Didn't he make the same exact thing when we was talking with me? I made the same point also. When talking about 6ix9ine's baby mama, they make the same point of why isn't she out there talking to people who've been in domestic violence situations? So he didn't believe her? I believe he made assertions like that at one point or another. I could be wrong. But at any point, you can't be out in the middle of the street doing that, fam. Was y'all on the live with me when I was walking and some weirdo was across the street yelling and cursing at me? Y'all know who the weirdo is. I'm not going to say his name. He was walking across the street and he was yelling and he was cursing me. Y'all seen how I responded back to him? I didn't yell and curse back at him, did I? It's called emotional maturity. Do I fall short? Hell, we all fall short at times, fam. What aspect of this y'all want to discuss right now? Put it in the chat. He insulted the whole hood and asked people to come out. Minutes later, bottles flew. First of all, and I want to be clear about this, my shoulder. First of all, and I want to be clear about this. That should have been the warnings to get up out of there, not the warning to start yelling at people more. That should have been they were warning him. You understand? You don't know what niggas was calling niggas on their jacks talking about, yo, this nigga Hassan Campbell outside talking crazy. You don't know who was doing what. Niggas know once they go outside to go talk to him, it's up. He already pulled the knife out on the dude and put it behind his back. That dude probably came outside to tell him, yo, look, Hassan, yo, could you like calm down with this? And before he could even try to get into a conversation with him, Hassan had his hands behind his back, threatening him. He threatened that man's life, man. He threatened that man's life. That man was probably trying to come downstairs and tell him, yo, look, we feel you, Hassan. We with you. We fans, but this ain't it. Thank you, Ty Dot. A hood warning shots of bottles flying. It was giving that nigga a warning. Where's the turkeys? Hassan was supposed to be doing turkeys? We just gave out turkeys over here. Shout out to Seagate Community Board, the Seagate Police Department. Shout out to the Coney. And shout out to Key Food, the Key Food over here. They just gave out turkeys. They gave out like 70, 80 turkeys or some shit like that. Oh, instead of bringing out turkeys, he's going to the neighborhood talking crazy. Yeah, that's bananas. That's absolutely bananas. We can't have that energy, fam. I'm outside all the time. Sometimes I get harassed. You hear me yelling at people like that when I get harassed? At the one time that dude was harassing me, he kind of got under my skin. But he didn't get under my skin because he was harassing me. It was because they had him following me the other day, and now you got him over here again today. And I was feeling a way about that. I'm going to handle that a lot better next time. But y'all see me get harassed all the time. Y'all don't hear me talking about I'm going to stab a nigga. I wouldn't even say that. You got to be in stabbing range to stab somebody. I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying. You got to get in stabbing range. A nigga know you're going to stab him. You might not be able to get in stabbing range. It's probably why Hassan got shot. Let's talk about that real quick. Yo, Hassan probably don't get shot if he don't let people know he outside with a knife. If people out my shoulder, if people probably thinking that Hassan don't got no, like they don't know what weapon he got, he probably don't get shot. They knew he had a knife. That probably made them more comfortable. Oh, this nigga's bringing a whole knife to a gunfight. Now, once again, I don't think it's outside of belief to think that there were people that lived in those projects that were calling each other saying, yo, this nigga's outside going crazy. He making us all look like suckers. What the fuck we do to him? We weren't even alive when he was being bothered. We wasn't even alive. Y'all do know he's yelling at projects where the people that he's mad at, that he was getting molested, most likely don't even live there no more. Who the hell is he yelling at? They don't live there no more. Who lives there? Probably. Who lives there? They probably don't even live there no more. What, maybe like 15, 20 people at the most? Exactly. Neil says it. All the people, they probably passed away, moved away. He yelling at people that the people he mad at don't even live there no more. And just so we could be clear, he wasn't a child. He was an of-age teenager that knew better. He was groomed. He wasn't no 11-year-old. He wasn't a 12-year-old. He was like 17. However you feel about that. When I was 17 years old, I knew not to go near other men's private parts. I don't know what anybody else is doing. Fucking naked shoulder. If you're enjoying the show, you can always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. If we get any Cash App business, we might run to the store real quick. Just if we still got time. If it's not outside of that area where I'm supposed to be here, because my internet is coming today. So that means that we're going to be shooting the shows inside off of this. So the Tonight Show is coming back. We also have a new microphone. So we're back up. Give y'all a second real quick. So we 100% back up. We also got a new microphone. We got new lighting and everything. Got a new microphone. We got new lighting. So all of those things. I'm going to tell you something that I never understood. And this is not a knock on Hassan Campbell or his people, but I'm going to tell you something that I never understood. Hassan Campbell literally only shoots from his phone. He's been on social media forever doing what y'all do with him. Y'all support his channel very much. Y'all, his fans love him. No hate. But the man has never, as far as I can tell, upgraded anything except for his home. He's never upgraded his equipment. He's never hired anybody as a videographer. He's never, none of these things. He hasn't went and got a studio. He hasn't done any of these things. What do y'all expect for him to do other than crash out? That's the question. Like, what do y'all expect Hassan Campbell to do other than crash out? Because he's literally, that's his content. Like, what do you expect him to do? Could somebody explain that to me? Put it in the chat. I'm curious. Like, what you expect him to do other than crash out? Put it in the chat. I'm going to say it again. Hassan Campbell has, he has a very strong community. They love him. Rightfully so. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. They show up to support him a lot. And he never buys any equipment. He never gets studios or anything like that. He doesn't invest in the actual business. Mike Jones is talking shit about Hassan, but never about the pedophile. I'm not talking shit about Hassan. Are you listening to what I'm saying? This is not our Mike Jones. This is a different Mike Jones. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Also, this is only my second video about Hassan, probably in like 8-9 months. So, yeah, I'm not always talking about Hassan. So you rather, instead of coming in here and having an intelligent conversation, you rather come in here and throw slurs. You rather come in here and say what a person is not doing rather than have an intelligent conversation of what we are talking about. Are you capable of having an intelligent conversation about what we are talking about? I'm just asking. You might not be capable. And if that's the situation, then I understand why your comment was talking shit about Hassan, but never about the pedophile. Because we don't talk about Hassan on BFN. He shot himself. We're talking about him today. We talked about him yesterday. We're probably going to talk about him tomorrow. But generally speaking, we don't talk about Hassan. How is what an intelligent conversation? Oh, so you don't understand it. Okay. So you don't know what an intelligent conversation is? You think of intelligent, just so we could be clear, so I can just break down how your lack of intelligence exists. You think an intelligent conversation is, just so we could be clear, is what the topic is about, not how the topic is discussed. I think an intelligent conversation is how the topic is discussed, not what the topic is about. So, thematically, no. Factually, no. So, you think an intelligent conversation is about what the person is talking about, not how they're talking about it. So, this is not a room for you. You should go back to where y'all just yell at each other. You think I'm talking bad about a person. What did I say bad about Hassan Campbell? Let's give him a second. Let's give him his 2 minutes. What did I say bad about Hassan Campbell? What did I say bad about Hassan Campbell? What did I say bad about Hassan Campbell? Okay, I'm just kicking it. I'm just kicking him. Boom, there you go. I'm just kicking him. The internet is a drug to these fools. I agree. They will do anything for clout and attention. Where's the security guard? Good morning. What up, Rosa Hyatt? Yeah, I just kicked him. Yeah, if you're not going to answer my questions, then I'm just going to kick you. I'm not here to have you just yell back and forth at me. We're not doing that. Don't have one. He is a hood rich off YouTube. Dude is straight lame, almost 50, trying to be a gangster. What did Champagne Poppy say? Let me go look at Champagne Poppy's comment real quick. Where's the security guard? No, he was out there with some people. Truth seeker. He wasn't out there alone. He was out there with some people. He was out there with at least one person. I have reason to believe it might have been two, but he was out there with at least one person. So he was out there with people. Armed security, paid security, no. But he was out there with a couple of people that want to hang out around him. Remember what I tell people. If you are a problem, if you got beef with people and you trying to, I don't even want to hang out with you. I don't know. I'm hearing he actually was shot. I'm just here trying to discuss it with y'all. You don't think he was shot? Why don't you think he was shot? He looked like he was up all night, possibly drinking. Or possibly up all night, possibly drinking. Even if he was shot, that's lame. I think going to someone's projects and yelling and screaming and demeaning people and degrading people and debasing people and disparaging people and talking down about people who don't even know what your problem is because they didn't even live there when the thing that happened to you is insane. That's my opinion, if you wanted to know it. So yeah, I think like all of us, he might need a little bit of help. Champagne says allegedly offered the powder. No idea. He has nothing else to run with on YouTube. It's a gimmick, his entire character. Once again, he has a lot of love. And I'm not knocking anything. I think that if a person shows up to your page and donates to your page, that salute to you. I am not knocking that in any manner. What I am saying is this. He doesn't ever upgrade his equipment. He never does anything that would lead me to believe that he's on the internet doing anything else other than just arguing at people. And I'm not questioning his character. As far as I know, he could be a great guy. I'm not questioning his character. Haas is definitely in his second childhood. He cares about what the Bronx thinks of him. Dudes that were throwing the bottles called him the feds. Oh, they did? I didn't know that part. He gets love for being a crash dummy. That's what I see, Truth Seeker. I'm sorry about that. Hyatt says, Rosa Hyatt says, I seen Hassan. He truly did it to himself. Said at his age, he would actually do this online. I do believe he needs help. Neanderthal says it wasn't live, it was recorded. That's what some people believe. Why do you think it was recorded, Neanderthal? Truth Seeker says, remember when he had police come for the gun in his driveway and he was filming this man would do anything for attention? Sad at his age online. This is how this man makes his money, right? At least this is what people say, right? People say he makes his money by coming online and crashing out. So he has had many YouTube incidents. He do anything for attention. Set up clickbait. Good actor. Maybe it's a publicity stunt. I have no idea. I'm all the way. I'm trying to get settled over here. My shoulders messing with me. I'm over here trying to figure out if he really got shot. There's people that think he did get shot. There's people that think that it's a gimmick. Did he really get shot? I'm curious about that. Give me 1 second. Arthur D. Glass says, these days, who doesn't do anything for clout? Let's be all the way honest. Truth Seeker says, even if he got shot, he had someone shoot him. And I said, come on, fam. You think he had someone shoot him? And I doubt he did it. But he did it the way he filmed it in the car. Can tell it was fake. I want hospital records. Wouldn't there be hospital records if he got shot? You think he had somebody shoot him? You think he's trying to get out of going to the army? Why would he be that desperate? You trying to tell me that man's been making all of this money off YouTube and he ain't make one investment? You can't tell me that. He ain't make one investment? Not one? How y'all think I was able to live for so long in that damn hotel? When my money was low, I was making investments. He ain't make one investment? Oh, wowzers. If that's true, that's sad. Neil says he was live. I was in the chat. All right, we got one person that says he was live. So what happened? So he backed out of the app. He backed out of the app then. Somebody said he think he got somebody to shoot him. Yo, somebody send me some coffee money so we could go for a walk. I want to go for a walk. Somebody send me some coffee money. Put it in the Cash App. Somebody hook me up this Monday morning. He thinks this guy's saying a lot. You think he has somebody shoot him, fam? Somebody said they was in the live, fam. How are you going to tell somebody that was in the live stream that it wasn't live? Oh, he had a live stream where he already recorded it. Okay, that's a possibility. That is a possibility. Y'all keep saying it's edited. I keep explaining how that is possibly not edited. Y'all guys just don't know YouTube, man. Y'all just don't know YouTube. And it's so hard sometimes to try to explain because people be so busy saying that y'all heard another YouTube guy say it and y'all just running with it. Look, if right now I back out of the app, go into another app, and then come back to the app, on the replay, It's going to look like a smash cut. You understand? So I need more than that as an excuse to why you think it was pre-recorded. I have a ton of videos like that, and none of them are pre-recorded. Well, none of the ones where that's happening. I see why y'all be believing lies about me. Y'all don't even be needed, not you guys particularly, but human beings don't even need a lot of reason to believe anything. All they got to do is just hear, oh, yeah, that got to be true. I was in the live too, but it had to be pre-recorded because he wasn't responding to no comments. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's more information. So he wasn't responding to no comments. Haas responds to comments, right? Thank you. This is what I mean by intelligent conversation. We're not just saying things. We're saying things and then we're adding something that could give gravity to the thing that we're saying. That could give weight to the thing that we're saying. We're not just randomly saying things. Like the guy that keeps saying he got somebody that shot him. He shoot him. He randomly saying things. I can't stop him. I don't think Hassan was gold up. My shoulder's just really messed up, y'all. That's why I can't stop fidgeting. My shoulder hurts like hell. I messed my neck up. I slept bad. Truth Seeker says Hassan Campbell's career is over after faking his death on live. How did he fake his death? I think y'all just don't like Hassan, so y'all just adding stuff. And since y'all adding stuff, it just makes it so hard for me to take you seriously. What up, Brandon? Salute. What evidence can he have, man? First of all, I saw the video. That's not evidence. I saw the video. Stop. I actually think that Poetic Flacco can be right. But you have to bring evidence to then back up the thing he's saying. You just saying he's right. You don't have no evidence. You don't got no nothing. I'm conceding. I've already conceded it. That's the guy video I was talking about since the show started. I've conceded that there was one other theory that I heard that might be right. It was Poetic Flacco's. I've guided y'all there. I've given you the best argument I heard against what I'm saying I think happened. So I'm not arguing against you. I just want you to be able to propose your argument better. Is that fair? I need you to say more than a guy said a thing. A guy said a thing, add something. Okay, you added something. What else you got to add? You ran out of things to add? So I'm not going at you. I want you to propose your position. I just need more than another guy said a thing. Yeah, it's like playing a game of telephone. Hassan has done this before. You already know our clout chasing. I don't want to hear that a person's done something before. Like that doesn't, I don't understand how you, this is how I got people running around right now trying to destroy my life. Because somebody came to them and told them something and they did no fucking research. I hope this brother didn't make this story up. Given the circumstances, it would appear that the brother was having a mental breakdown and needs immediate help. I think that anybody standing out in front of a project yelling for anybody to come outside and fight them needs immediate help. I'm going to agree. Oh, man. I know you think the things that you're saying is a lot, Truth Seeker, but they're not. Yeah, to me, you're not saying anything different than what you're just saying. You're just repeating the same thing over and over. You're just saying 3 plus 3 is 9. I mean, pardon me. You're just saying 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. This is how the conversation sounds to me. 7 plus 2 is 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. And then I'm saying, but you got to give me something else. And you're like, no, but I'm saying, you're just telling me the same thing in a different way. Well, we all saw him asking for it, just so we could be clear whether anything happened or not. Why do you care what I want to or don't want to believe? You're not supposed to be in here trying to convince me of nothing. Just tell me what you think happened. Sheesh, fam. Oh, yeah. Anybody want to have an actual conversation with me? Because Truth Seeker, as you can see, doesn't want to have a conversation with me. He's talking at me. He's not talking to me. I never said you wasn't making a valid point. Now he's flat out lying. Yeah, I'm not talking to him no more. Now he's flat out lying. All right. Don't kick him. Don't kick him. All right. So what else y'all got to say? This guy is... Nah, we got to kick him. He's just... Don't kick him yet. Don't kick him yet. He's just... Something wrong with him. He's saying, just so we can be clear, the guy that just came in here that has no idea how to have a conversation is saying that the other dude needs mental assistance. And I just said, don't kick him. And he said, now you want to kick me. Wow. After I just said, don't kick him. Now, remember, this guy said Hassan Campbell needs mental help. Remember. Okay? We're all seeing the conversation and y'all all hearing what I'm saying. This guy is saying that Hassan Campbell needs mental help. Wait, why did you time out? Why did you time out Brandon Washington? Why did you time out Brandon Washington? I'm going to untime you out, Brandon Washington. Comment all you want. I am not saying that Hassan isn't clout chasing. I'm not saying that Hassan isn't lying. I am saying, explain to me how. You don't have no explanation for nothing. It just sounds like hate. I told a dude to explain to me how, and because he couldn't explain to me how, he said I have to be on Hassan's side. This shit is crazy. Yeah, you could time Truth Seeker out all you want. That guy's he's done earned it. Not all you want. Don't do him stupid. But he's earned it. He's not saying nothing new. He's just saying the same thing over and over again. And he thinks that, I mean, just saying the same thing over and over again. No matter how much anyway. Kick him. There's nothing for you to disagree or agree with about. I'm not saying anything. So we just kicked you. There's nothing for you to disagree or disagree with me about. I'm not saying anything. There's nothing for me to agree or disagree with you about. I'm not saying anything. So I kicked you. All right? Now go get another account and come back and do the same thing. That probably was a fake Truth Seeker. From watching the video, it appears to be altered. As far as him getting shot, I wouldn't. It's a false narrative due to the bizarre behavior could be provoke someone to anger. What you mean a false narrative? and they really was about that life and shot him. What you mean a false narrative? What you mean a false narrative? Okay, so I'll go over what happened real quick. Meaning he could have really been shot. Yeah, no, I don't know if he's been shot or not. Do you know how effed up it is to say that a person hasn't been shot that has been shot? I'd rather just err on the side of caution. We don't know yet. Let's find out what happened. It just happened, fam. We don't even know yet. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe he lying. Maybe he telling the truth. What up, Raw Blogs? The Cash App's right at the top if you want to pull up. Somebody pull up to the Cash App. I'm gonna go walk to the store. Other than that, I'm gonna walk to the store quickly. Also, other than that, we staying here because I gotta wait for the cable guy to get here. What crazy is people were saying he did this for clout, and one of them bottles almost hit him. Hassan Campbell has been known to do things that people believe he's doing for clout, so we're not gonna act like that's not a thing. But we also aren't gonna act like a guy standing out in the front of a projects in the morning yelling and screaming isn't going to get people upset. We're not going to act like every single projects don't got at least 30 niggas that got 100 niggas that got guns. And at least 5 or 6 of them will shoot them for no reason. So we're not going to act like that's not a thing. All right? So the possibility of him getting shot is there. It's not like there's no possibility. For the people that's just saying he clout chasing and he lying, no, y'all gonna look pretty. I'd rather err on the side of caution. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he got shot. I'm not saying he got shot. I'm asking you. For you to come in here and then argue with me saying, oh, he didn't get shot. What are you talking about? I'm not saying he got shot. I don't know if he got shot. I want to know what you guys think about it. And when you tell me what you think about it, if you want to have an extended conversation, have reasoning behind your conversation. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for anything else. Oh, shoot. Somebody pulled up to the Cash App. I'm going to be quiet. They don't want to get, they don't want their name out there. Let's go walk to the store. We're going to go pick up a coffee. But we got to hurry because the internet is coming today. Can't be. I'm scared to be outside, and then the rat bastard come, and then the next thing you know, they tell me they gotta reschedule me for like Thursday. I'm gonna be so pissed. Internet comes tonight. That means that internet comes today. That means that if I can get everything lined up and hooked up and get everything together, we might have a Tonight Show tonight. Definitely tomorrow night. But we might have one tonight. Might. Maybe. It depends on if I could get the internet going and put a show together in time. Because remember, the Tonight Show is not historically point and shoot. I put an actual show together. So after we get everything put back onto after we get everything downloaded that we need downloaded, we get all the apps running, get everything going the way it's supposed to be, then our Tonight Show's gonna be back up. We already got some sponsors and everything online, fam. This is the sneakers we rocking today when we walk outside. Fam, God is restoring everything that was stolen away from us. Don't worry about it. Everything is perfectly fine. Everything is good. We lit. Give me 1 second. Shout out to the drop. It was like no call. I took too long to read it this time, but I didn't say the name, so everything's good. Eagles Chiefs. That'll be a nice Super Bowl, wouldn't it? But that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, when you're a content creator, you know, y'all gotta be a little understanding of your man, Hassan Campbell. Y'all don't understand what us content creators sometimes go through. Like, why you think we're gonna work? Because I keep trying to tell you, y'all consider me to be on the wrong side of YouTube. I'm not supposed to be in this dirty section. I'm just keeping it a stack with you, fam. Y'all about to see why I'm saying that in a minute. Hold on, we gonna leave this here for charge because I got 85%. I could walk to the damn store with 85%. You're not gonna need this. Give me 1 second, y'all. Please don't. I'm gonna go for a little walk. It's nice outside. Let me see how warm it is right here. We ain't gonna be outside for a minute. I could just put on the jacket. Yeah, so we gotta hurry up because I don't want to miss the internet, guys. So we gotta hurry up. Hold on. Told y'all pretty soon I'm never gonna be outside, fam. Oh shoot, hold on. Somebody had the nerve to say I'm sick. Somebody had the nerve to say I'm going. Nigga, you do not know. I'm a Sigma, fam. Go look up Sigma. I'm a Sigma, fam. I'm a Sigma, fam. Go look up Sigma. You'll get it. Morning. All right. Have a blessed day. All right. Neighbors love me, fam. I know y'all trying hard to make that I know y'all trying hard to make my neighbors hate me. My neighbors love me, fam. I'm a good guy. Real cool. We got some dude that just walked out. I'm gonna let that guy go do what he's doing. Some dude, yo, that was bugging, yo. So some dude was just standing out in front of my fucking house, fam. Just standing outside. Pointing at my neighbor's house that's under construction and shit. Like that, yo, that's some real talk, fam. That was crazy. Nigga, he got a book in his hand. Like, what the fuck? You was reading? You was waiting for me? Yo, that shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. Nigga got like a green coat on and shit. That shit is crazy. That nigga really was just like waiting out in front of my house, man. That shit is crazy. We got cameras all over you, rat bastard. I promise you on camera. I promise you on camera. Got cameras all over my neighborhood, you rat bastard. You ain't hiding. We cross the street in the sunlight. That shit is crazy. Then the nigga, I walk outside and I see him, he starts standing around looking like this, start pointing. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. That was bananas. Anyway, let's get back to what we talking about. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. When y'all talk about what Hassan Campbell is going through, and y'all talk about mental breakdowns and all of this other stuff, what y'all have to understand is when we do social media like we do social media, there are weirdos that are always trying to get... Good morning. How y'all doing today? All right, have a blessed day. Yeah, so when we do social media like how we do social media, there's always weirdos trying to argue with us, trying to go back and forth with us, trying to have a problem with us all the time. I keep showing y'all, I'm followed at all times in my own neighborhood. Morning, gentlemen. Appreciate y'all guys. Man. Anyway, back to this Hassan Campbell situation. You can't be outside yelling and cursing at people, fam. We're not doing that. So he needs to conduct himself better. That's not me hating. By me saying that is not me hating. I get it. Hassan Campbell went through some terrible... Good morning. All right. Have a blessed day. All right. I get it. Hassan Campbell had a terrible thing happen to him. Good morning. I'm here with that. I 100% understand. We're going to talk about the Cassie's. I'm going to talk about it from the Cassie angle in 2 seconds. I've been waiting to discuss it from the Cassie angle because there's no way for me to talk about that without just saying what it is and saying, no, good morning. It's all right. We'll talk about the Cassie angle. Give me 2 seconds. So when you like Hassan Campbell, you a social media guy at all, like people just got problems. Like people are just mad at you, fam. Like just like you got people that they support what you're doing, they love what you're doing. There's other people that just mad at you. You didn't do anything to them. Nothing. You done nothing to them. They're just mad at you. You understand? And they walk around and they try to get as many other people to be mad at you at the same time. They're going to make things up. They're going to, I don't know what to tell you. It's crazy. But that's what happens when you do social media. So I don't know what state of mind that man was in. That's why I tell you, don't engage with the hate. We got to try harder. Like when you see them following me around outside and stuff like that, I put them on camera for a reason, fam. Because they're going to try to, good morning. Because they're trying to make me look like I'm crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So I would be surprised if they're doing the same similar things to Hassan Campbell. So he's having mental breakdowns. He's not able to deal with it. He needs to do what I do. You need to put that all in God's hand. That's it. Just put it in God's hands. You can't stop these weirdos from following you around. You can't stop these weirdos from doing whatever the fuck they doing. They fucking weirdos. Part of my language. They're weirdos, fam. I literally have people coming around me and pretending like I'm doing things so they could tell other people that I'm crazy when I didn't even do anything. So I could just imagine what Hassan Campbell was going through. So I'm not trying to defend the man, but I'm saying from the same standpoint, I'm not trying to condemn the man. And we got to be fair about it. That dude is in a real situation where he got real weirdos doing weird stuff. So yeah, it's looking like he's doing self-destructive behavior. Dude, y'all don't get it. Dude, I'm stalked on an everyday basis. Whenever I come outside my home, you understand? They got people waiting. They had a dude waiting out in front of my house today. They have people waiting in front of my home, fam. I have nowhere to the subscribers. I don't get nowhere near the support or donations or whatever that this dude get. I got people waiting in front of my home, fam. I've never been so happy to have cameras all the way around my house, but yeah, there's other times. But this is definitely one of those times that I'm extremely happy that I got cameras all around my home, fam. What the fuck? That's why I'm not buying the whole he's just capping. That's why I'm not buying the whole he's just wrong. Because what y'all don't understand is we get stalked. And it's crazy. And you can't say nothing about it because nobody gonna believe you. And the people and you're not getting stalked by 1 or 2 people when you start getting stalked. Like, there gotta be at least 50, 60 people out here doing crazy shit. As far as I'm concerned, I could just imagine what Hassan is going through. He got a whole family. I could just imagine what his family is going through. I could just imagine. I could just imagine what Hassan family. The worst thing I could be doing right now, imagine if I had my family with me. Imagine what they would be doing to my family and their efforts to try to destroy me. Imagine what my family would be going through. That's the part people don't think about when they see me stay by myself and they see me not be around nobody. That's the part people don't think about. What would these people be doing to my family if I was around my family? They'd be destroying my family's life. Now, I don't hang out around no family. I don't go around nobody I love. So that's the best way I could protect them. That's the best way. Morning. I got people, good morning. I got people telling people I touch kids, fam. Imagine what they'd try to do to my family if I was still around my family. So that's the part y'all don't get. You understand? That's why I don't go around my family. I don't go around nobody I care about. I don't go around nobody I love. And I'm planning on doing that to the day I die. That's my plan. If I can't give my family anything else, I could give them peace. If I can't give them nothing else, I could give them peace from my problems. That's why if anybody ever tell you I'm lonely, they lying, fam. Anybody ever tell you I'm lonely, they lying. Try to figure out why they lying to you. That's it. That's it. Just try to figure out why they lying, fam. I don't trust people enough to ever be able to become lonely. So that's not even an option, to be honest with you. I know that there's good people out there. I just know that the people that are not good people are the main people that's going to try to come around me and try to have dealings with me. They done trick most of the good people into thinking I'm a bad person. You feel me? So that energy. Morning, gentlemen. Oh, these guys like me. But as far as I know, they don't start trouble with me, so I love them niggas. I like everybody that don't start problems with me. Let's get to this Hassan Campbell shit real quick. I got to get back to the crib. I don't want wait, did the police ever respond with those report files? I have no idea. Let me read some comments real quick. Let me cross the street. Ah! I was serendipitous. That's scary because if they are watching you, that means that they're watching the family, kids and all. I don't live with my family. I don't live with my daughter. I don't converse with nobody. I keep everybody as far away from me as possible from the minute I found out about what those people had planned for me. So I don't deal with my family at all. I don't ever plan on dealing with them again. If I can't do anything for them in their life, I could bring them peace by staying as far away from them as possible so my enemies don't have no reason to go near them. That's what we doing. I'm gonna be all right. I mean, I got faith in God, so whatever's gonna happen is God's will, you know? So When I'm not here no more, it's because that's what God deemed. You know? So I'm not really concerned. I'm not really thinking about that. This is the real question. Those places have cameras. Y'all do know the projects have cameras wrapped around them. So, and this is the part that kills me when I be like, can you give me evidence, proof, or anything? And then people want to just argue with me and be like, you just don't believe what I'm saying. Well, yeah, you're not really coming with any proof or evidence. All of your proof is your opinion. I don't feel like taking your opinion as a fact. I don't understand why I'm wrong for that. I need explanation. Good morning. I need an explanation of why I have no choice but to take your opinion as a fact. Yeah, so I need to understand that. So we'll get a muffin also. So yeah, I need to know why I gotta take your opinion. At what time is it? Definitely can't walk that far. Sheesh. Alright, we're gonna get a muffin and a coffee. Dumb freaking. We might get a muffin, a coffee, and a donut. I'm not gonna be honest with you. Good morning. How y'all doing today? Good morning. We might get a muffin, coffee, because they got them freaking. Hold on, I'll be right back. Good morning. Yeah, somebody else sent the drop. Let me see if they want that cold.
Small hot coffee?
Shout out to Raw Blogs with the $15 drop. Definitely appreciate you. Yes, can I get
coffee?
Medium, please.
How you like your hot coffee?
Can I get, how you doing today?
Good.
Excellent. Let me get 5 sugars, 3 creams.
Right.
And could I get I like that New York Giants donut. So that's like $1 more because I'm getting a donut, right?
Yeah.
So basically, for everybody that don't know, when you come to Dunkin' Donuts and you buy a coffee and a donut, a medium coffee, I believe, one of the things that you get is a donut for $1 more. So if you don't know about it, you know about it now. New York Giants. And a blueberry muffin, please. And a blueberry muffin.
You want like this, right?
Huh?
Same bag?
Yeah, why not? Oh, sorry. I just I couldn't control my volume for a minute. Yeah, why not? Yeah, same bag. Yeah, I wish they made the ones without the damn sugar on top, but that's not their fault. That's corporate fault. You gotta send corporate a message and be like, we want the blueberry muffins, but y'all put too much sugar on top of them bad boys. Can y'all do something about that? Y'all call corporate. I didn't pay yet. There we go. Sorry about that. Yes, ma'am. Shit, I gotta stop dropping my phone. Hey, how you doing? Sorry about the cursing. So now y'all see why my phone got all the cracks on it. I gotta either buy protection or stop dropping it. Those are the 2 options. Dude, a honey drizzle blueberry muffin with a nice cup of. I wish they take all of the sugar because I'm chewing into the thing. I don't want to eat a blueberry muffin and it feel like I'm biting into a crisp tart. It's a blueberry muffin, man. But it's not the people that work here. These guys are absolutely incredible. I like these guys. It's corporate. So somebody call corporate and tell corporate to stop bamboozling us with all of this sugar. Hold on. Stop talking to Haas about the foul niggas in your own hood. You won't because you know niggas will clap you. I don't even understand what that means. Thank you very much. I don't even understand what that means. We're going to break that down real quick. The stupidity of that comment. Have a blessed day. Yes. Is there anything going on today, might I add? At where at? Huh. What time? Boom. Have a nice day. Oh, that's your daughter? Yeah. How you doing today? I met her before. She was over at the thing doing the thing. Yes, ma'am. Have a blessed day. Okay, so let's dissect the stupidity of that comment. Could I have fun with this comment, y'all? I know y'all don't be liking me getting bogged down with. Good morning. All right, chilling. Have a blessed day.
You too, mother.
I know y'all don't want me to be getting bogged down on comments and shit. But that was a stupid comment. I like it. I got to get back to the crib, man. We got that internet coming today. We got our cable provider coming to hook up the cable today. Tonight show on the way back. We lit. Oh, I could roast them? Okay, so first of all, I just want to be clear about this. The dude said, stop talking about Hassan Campbell while I'm talking about let me just read the whole comment. You clap him? I think he got clapped. I think my guy kicked him out. I couldn't read the comment because we kicked him already. But basically, dude, if I'm literally saying that I'm having problems in my own hood and I'm talking about the problems, how can you then say that I'm not going to talk about the problems because if I do, I'll get clapped? I need for you to explain that to me. Come back. So while I'm talking about the problems, you say, I won't talk about the problems because if I do, I'll get clapped. So I need for you to explain to me how that makes sense with you making that comment while I'm doing the thing that you're telling me that I would never do. Because, you know, now, oh, shit, this shit is really cracked up now. Shit, that's bad. Anyway, so I would like to know, like, all of the explanations. Yeah, niggas be slow, fam. I would like all the explanations. Let me get up here in my face. I want to say something. First of all, I know niggas that'll shoot niggas in the camera. You got dudes that shoot niggas in front of the store, damn, fam. One of the stupidest places you could ever shoot a nigga is in front of a bodega. We got people shooting people in front of the bodegas right and left. So don't tell me somebody ain't gonna shoot a person on camera. If you shoot a person in front of a bodega, you shooting a nigga on camera. We constantly seeing people getting shot in front of bodegas. So stop, fam. Is that cool? No disrespect to you. I ain't coming for you neither. You cool. But I'm saying, fam. I'm fixing my clothes. These dudes are shooting dudes in front of bodegas right and left. Please don't tell me that they're not gonna shoot a nigga on camera. That don't make sense. With all due respect. Alright? With all due respect, that don't make sense. Alright. I'm telling you right now, I know dudes right now that will clap a fool on camera. For a good reason, obviously, not just for nothing. That obviously wasn't a good reason for dude to get shot. But he was asking to get shot. So, you know, when you campaigning, fam, don't be surprised when you get elected. I'm gonna also throw out that I do not want to get shot at any point by anyone. So that's what I'm campaigning for. That's what I'm hoping to get elected by. Not being shot, not having any kind of situations going on. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. I just be avoiding people and shit. It don't be personal. It's just I've had so many wild situations happen that I just be avoiding people, and it don't be personal. It really don't. I know people might be thinking it is, but it ain't. I just, whenever you look like you trying to talk to me, I don't want to talk to you. It look like something's going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know to know what it is. Something's going on. It's suspicious. What that says? The way the brother talks at times. Hassan Campbell, and we don't really talk about dude over here. We never heard the gunshot in the cam. Okay, so I want to point something out, and this is the thing. So this is the main thing that's under discussion, right? Up for discussion. Oh, shit. Oh, good. That's regular shit. I don't think I got to worry about that, because that's not like, that's just like regular shit. I don't think I got to worry about that. So this is the issue. The video recording is the thing that's taking everybody out. What I'm saying is this. You see how I just left the app a minute ago to go to the Cash app so I could switch over the money from the Cash app, and then I came back to the app? Now, when we're in a regular video, that's going to look like a smash cut. Good morning. Good morning. That's going to look like a smash cut. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to say this again for the people that don't get it. When you're in a live stream and you leave out of the app, but you do not close out of the live stream is still going. The people in the app is going to see that thing in the middle of the screen spinning, right? Because you're in there live. But when YouTube goes and takes that video and uploads it into a regular video because you're not live anymore, there's going to be a smash cut there. There's not going to be that spinning thing. So it is literally going to look exactly like the thing that happened on Hassan Campbell's page. You understand? So I don't know if that was pre-recorded. There's a good argument that can be made for that. Don't get it confused. There's a great argument that can be made for that. All I'm saying is, don't come in here and tell me I know a thing if you don't have the ability to verbally defend your position. You can say your position, but don't get mad at me because I'm not changing my position if you can't even verbally defend your own position. All you could say is, you know I'm right. What the hell? How the hell do I know you're right? I wasn't there and you wasn't there. So that's all I'm saying. And that's what I think a big part of, when people are trying to do what they consider debating is, they're not actually debating. They're just saying a thing and saying, you got to believe me. Morning, my brother. They're just saying a thing and saying, you got to believe me. No, I don't got to believe you. Do you have any kind of actual proof and or evidence? Something? Like, do you have something other than you know it? Good morning. Other than you know it to be true? Do you got anything else? Good morning. How you doing today, my brother? All right, blessed. Good morning, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, because I got lights because of you. Yeah, I got lights because of y'all guys. And I can shave. Have a blessed day. Hey, man. I do that a lot, don't I? I've always stopping and telling people that do hard work out here that's a part of our infrastructure. I'm always telling them I appreciate their work, man. Cause I just think that's, that's just where we at with it. I wouldn't have no electricity if it wasn't for fucking Con Ed. Shout out to those guys. I wouldn't be able to shave. My microwaves wouldn't work. Nor would I be able to turn on my computers over here. Okay, shout out to that. What that says, because I can't see the screen real good right now because of the direction I'm walking in. Wait, BBN, we gotta call Lisa Evers. Shit, I should have called Lisa Evers. I'm gonna call Lisa Evers today. Hey, what up there, little guy? Hey, all of the things. Have a good day. Yeah, I should call Lisa Evers today. I'm gonna try to hit her. I got a lot of friends. And I'm gonna tell you the dopest part about a lot of the friendships I have. The respect be so mutual because it's so dope when I talk to certain people and they could talk to me about my content. Like, yo, you made this video, da 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 da, and it's just, I don't know how to tell you. So shout out to Lisa Evers. Shout out to a lot of people. Good morning. A lot of y'all don't get it, fam. Like I'm a little that Tekashi shit really made me. My name is in the journalism history forever, fam, because of that Tekashi shit. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. Good morning. Because of that Tekashi stuff, I'm like journalists F with me, fam. I am a journalist, fam. When your own journalists are saying you are a journalist after witnessing your work, fam, you can't tell me nothing. A lot of people don't know I know Lisa Evers. Shout out to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. All of the cuteness. Hey. He smiled for me too. All of the cuteness. Yeah, a lot of people don't forget I know Lisa Evers. I know all of those guys. Remember, when we was covering Tekashi, the dudes from Washington Post, New York Post, Daily News, all of them was out there talking about us, fam. People forget about that because they just be hating. Pardon me, they just be hating. They be forgetting about that. They be hating. It is what it is. What you gonna do? Good morning. Good morning. What you gonna do? That's why I keep trying to tell you I'm not them. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, have a blessed day. Yeah, that's why I keep trying to tell you I'm not them, fam. I'm not them. I'm not them. They just want y'all to think we the same. And every time I say I'm not them, they say, oh, he think he's so conceited. I'm not conceited. I'm just not you, fam. Has nothing to do with conceit. I'm not speaking down on you. I'm just saying that we aren't even measurable quantities. We are two different things. Look, when I go out and I'm out in the street and I'm talking, I'm trying to pick up the community. I'm trying to lift up the community. These guys go out in the street and start talking. They threatening the community and want to fight. We are not the same, fam. And that's not no disrespect. That's just me making a factual statement. We are not the same. The only thing similar to us is that we're both black. Or all of us are black, or whatever the case is, if you want to talk about the rest of the people on the dirty side of YouTube. It's the only thing that's the same, fam. I'm doing actual journalism while people are doing fake journalism based on their opinions, and that's how they're telling people I'm wrong. Why in the hell do I keep telling y'all what's going to happen in the future, and I've been so accurate if I don't know how to do research, if I don't know how to process information, if I don't have any level of intelligence? Explain to me why I'm correct so often. Just do me that favor. Give me a second. Dude was just standing in front of my crib, fam. That was crazy. Was he trying to see where I was coming out of or some shit? I don't know what he was doing. I'm going to be able to read comments again in a minute, so put your comments in. It's harder for me to read comments when I'm walking because I'm trying not to bump into shit, step in shit. I'm keeping my head up. You know, I don't want to walk past somebody, not see them, and they think I ignored them. Hold on. I bought a blueberry muffin and that donut from McDonald's, the New York Giants donuts. It tastes real good. It's like a lemon donut. Got like lemon or some shit. It's really good. I bought one of those and I bought my favorite, a blueberry muffin. baby. I think I be trying to stay alone. That's one of the things. I'm gonna say something real quick. So when I started dating Kendra, that was something that she really like tried to break me out of because I never wanted to go around people. She used to be like, "You always want to be alone." I'm like, yeah. You get more progress when you by yourself. You get to learn things more. You get to do things more. You get to do what you want to do. You hang out with other people. Sometimes people always want you to do what they want to do. They want to argue. It's always an argument. There's no argument if you by yourself. Give me 1 second. Get everything lined back up. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. I'm reading comments when we get back on. I'm going to scroll back up like 10, 15 comments maybe and then start reading them. She used to always be like, you got to go outside. Only time I ever went to go outside was like when I went to go play basketball with my friends. She's like, you got to go outside. Like, you know, you want to go somewhere? We go somewhere. Other than that, I don't want to go outside. We're going outside. She want to go somewhere, we went somewhere. So we went a lot of places. That's another reason why I'm very happy that I met Kendra. We went a lot of places, basically, that I would have just never went if she didn't encourage it. She didn't encourage it. We went a lot of places I just would have never went. Not from fear, but just, you know, not seeing it as a necessity to go out amongst people. People like to argue and have bullshit going on. Give me 1 second. I don't want to argue. I don't want to have bullshit going on. So I'd rather just not be friends. Yeah, I'd rather just not be friends. I gotta argue all the time. That shit don't make sense. Give me 1 second. All right, ready. Oh, too many of y'all didn't leave. All right, let's scroll up some. I'm going to read some of these comments. Hassan pulled a successful Charleston White play. Explain that to me, Inky. Take the biggest story in the news, connect yourself to it emotionally. You know what? Nah, Hassan Campbell has been doing that before Charleston White. That's still the Hassan Campbell play if we're going to say it like that. Is that fair? BBN, see if Hassan Campbell's still in the hospital, if they got records. Y'all do know that hospital shit is supposed to be anyway. Brandon Washington said, just a thought, Frost will be well with an assistant again. I think so too. He's got plenty of things keeping him busy and even to keep a schedule or something like that. But BBN, they do have online virtual assistants. Maybe we get to that. So you don't have to worry about interviewing anyone for the part. Boom. Maybe we get to that. Champagne Poppy says they sell donuts at McDonald's. I have no idea, but they probably do. McDonald's sell everything. You could probably go there and get your oil changed. What do Hassan Campbell go from here? Is he done? I have absolutely no idea. I think that Hassan Campbell's fan base isn't going anywhere. I think the people that like Hassan Campbell, they're not going anywhere. I think Hassan Campbell, it might hurt him. I think a majority of them aren't going anywhere. I think it would hurt him in order to gain new subs, but I don't think it's going to prevent him from keeping his core. Many people don't have those attributes together. They want to strong-arm people and to believe in their views and opinions, not facts-based and doing the work, research, etc. Yes, they are doing that. That's what they try to do to me all day. That's narcissistic behavior. Absolutely. How you bring a knife to a gunfight? There was no fight. He created the whole fight in itself. So the other guy just brought a gun to a knife fight. There is some truth in what you just said. You are more progressive by yourself. Most great people in history were loners, unless you're around like minds. Yeah, that's why. That's why one of the reasons why I do believe that I get a lot done, because generally I'm by myself. What up, Level? Salute. Hassan has his first ever crash out streamer. Hassan was the first ever crash out streamer, allegedly. He said Hassan was a streamer even before streaming was a thing. BBN, what's your thoughts on YouTubers who post fake capping videos on rappers? I don't know. You got to explain what you're saying there. I don't understand. Why is Hassan even in the hood? Champagne Poppy says, why is Hassan even in the hood? I have no idea. Oh, well, I don't know why he actually went, is what I'm saying. So apparently some kid said that he is banned from that neighborhood. So he decided to go over there and show him he wasn't banned. Apparently he's banned. Hassan went from trying to help to creating hell. Definitely creating hell. Level Up says, I believe it's true. Did you hear the police scanner recording? They recorded a person getting shot in front of that building. He was screaming. I don't know. They did? Somebody send that to me. They tried to do the same thing to me that they did to Hassan. Let me explain. They constantly had little kids coming around me trying to create an argument with me. And if I say anything at all, the little kids say, yeah, but you a grown adult. You should know better than to argue with kids. And then I go over here, they follow me and then do something. And if I turn around and I'm like, yo, what's your problem? Yo, but you a grown adult. You should know better than argue with kids. So then I go somewhere else and they follow me and then they do something. And I'm like, yo, what's good? What's your problem? Yo, but you like that. You understand? So to a degree, understand that when you do YouTube, people follow you around. It's not fake. It's a real thing. They just follow me around, create a problem, and then say I should know better because of my age, when I'm not even the one doing anything. That's why I don't talk to no kids no more. That's why I don't talk to no kids no more. I don't talk to kids no more. Only way I talk to a kid is if there's an adult around that I trust. If there's no adult around I don't trust, I don't talk to kids no more. His previous behavior and statements evoking the wrong intention is possibility that hitchmen are summoned to take him out. Possible. But I think he created that whole situation. First, I don't think he should have went to there when the kids say he couldn't come outside. I could see if somebody saying, yo, you can't come outside, and it's like a block away from your crib. That's kind of spooky. Like, so what you trying to do? You gonna catch me when I'm not? I better come in and address this right now. That's all the way somewhere where nobody's even gonna know when to find you there, how to find you there, or nothing. That doesn't make no sense. You gotta be better than that, Haas. And what's the YouTuber's name that caps in all of his videos? Street vlog, or I don't know. There are a lot of content creators that just lie, though. That's a fact. But many of those have big followings. Like many of the content creators I see that just lie, they got big followings. They are loved. Don't say that guy's name in my chat because they're going to come and try to argue with me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you say the guy's name or you say any other content creator's name in my chat, I'm just kicking you. They're going to want to argue with me. I don't want to argue with them. I don't even want to talk to them. Don't say their name in my chat. I'm not talking to you, Halo. I'm talking to somebody else. But yeah, that's basically the sentiment. They just want me to say the guy's name so the guy could then pop up in the chat and say, I heard you was talking about me. You get it? I know you just sent me the thing. I can't watch it right now because I'm in the live. I gotta have to watch it later. It wasn't you, it was a different dude. So what they do is they try to get me to say somebody's name so then that person could come in here and then act like I was talking about them. You understand what I'm saying? That's like that's some jail shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. Some street jail niggas do that. They just try to bring, like, if you ever in the street and somebody brings somebody up to you, don't even talk about it. Just be like, oh man, I gotta go. Because then now they're gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we're not doing those games. We're not doing that. What else y'all want to speak on? Put it in the chat. You're not doing that. I don't want to talk to them niggas. I don't want to talk about them niggas. Don't put them niggas in my chat. I hate that thing on the top. Appreciate you, Mike. Shout out to Mike with the... I didn't call it because I didn't know if you wanted me to call it. Because the guy before you, the person before you, didn't want it called. Oh, the coffee's good. I'm going to have to watch those videos later. I can't watch it right now in the live. I think the Suge Knight idea is great. I think that's revolutionary. And I wouldn't be surprised if we haven't talked about something aspect or something like that being possible in the show before. Even in a joking manner, I think that's revolutionary. I think it's incredible. The Suge Knight thing. Or do you think he was bothered by the... Let's talk about the Diddy and Cassie situation. Let's talk about how that involves Hassan Campbell. Thank you. How do I say that? Phonetically write out your first name. Saraya? This nigga was at those projects because he was mad that Cassie got paid. We not supposed to count other people's pockets, fam. He committed so many sins in that moment. We're not supposed to count other people's pockets, fam. All right? We're just literally not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to weigh somebody else's blessings against our blessings. We're not supposed to be envious of other people's blessings. We're not supposed to be jealous of other people's blessings. You understand? So the simple fact that he felt like that was the angle that he wanted to discuss this from was disgusting to me. He can't compare himself to Cassie. Diddy knew he would have got crushed by the Me Too movement. I'm assuming he mad because he didn't get paid from Africa Bambaataa. Okay, first, him and Cassie, similar situation because Cassie was groomed. It's being called rape because she's a female, but Cassie was groomed. Cassie was treated, allegedly, Cassie was groomed. Allegedly, Cassie was treated like a slave. You don't notice how hip-hop, how there's only a few idiots coming out talking about she did it for the money? If I'm correct, Cassie is married to a nigga that's rich. I might be wrong. What the fuck do I know? See, this is older men and younger women have been a thing for forever. Because what sense does it make for a female to be 15, 16, 17 years old, right? And we're talking about not now. We're talking about like back in like the BC time. 15, 16, 17 years old. Life expectancy is like 30. You think they really waiting for the women to be like 22, 23 before they start giving birth to babies? Life expectancy is like 30. I'm talking about after we went past the time where people was living for hundreds of years. Oh, it was a period of time where our life expectancy was like 30, 35. So there's been centuries of younger women with older men. You understand? And realistically speaking, if we had more relationships with younger women and older men, these relationships will work better because they've already did studies where they say that the best comparison is like when the male is like 6 years older than the female. They've literally been doing these studies like forever. Y'all just let these older women that now are single because they decided they wanted to be independent and they didn't want to have no kids until they was like 35. Y'all just letting them trick y'all into thinking that you have to date a guy that's the same age as you. Why can't a younger woman go date a man that's going to give her resources? Why can't a younger woman who's already prepared to be a wife take a man who's prepared to be a husband? I want to know. I'm not talking about all of this playing house shit. Because we're not supposed to be doing that no matter what age we are. I'm talking about when a family has prepared their daughter to be a wife, and she's ready to be a wife at 18, 19, 20 years old, why does she have to wait until she's in her 30s to find a nigga that's going to be ready to be a husband? That's all I'm asking. Level Up says she's married to a rich white guy, had kids with him right after she left Diddy. I'm not going to front. I would have popped the baby in her too. She's married with a rich white guy. Y'all know what that means, right? What does that mean if she's married to a rich white guy? Now, the older women just don't want the competition because they know that they fucked up. They know all of this being independent through their 20s and not trying to get it. They know they fucked up. You don't think Lisa Ray knows she fucked up, fam? She don't even like dudes. But that's not the point. You don't think Lisa Ray know when she come out here and she's saying the shit that she's saying to try to convince older men can. You don't think she know? Even if we're going to promise a young girl to a young man, I'm here for that. Vivica A. Fox, Nia Long, these women ain't gonna get no man because when they was in their 20s, they was playing. A woman's legacy is their family. A man's legacy is the wealth he creates. Never forget that. Y'all saying she did this for the money and she married to a dude that got more money than Diddy, right? Ain't she married to a dude that got more money than Diddy? Ain't she married to a dude that got more money than Diddy? Soraya says we need to teach our daughters better instead of twerking. We need to teach them ancient ways of being a wife, mother, nurturer. Well, Alex Fine is not rich. That's who she's married to? Who is homegirl married to? Somebody put it in the chat. So the guy ain't rich. I'm asking. I already got one person that comment that he is rich. I got another person that said he's not. Now I'm asking, can we get a couple of other people commenting in here? We don't know Ja. So can we get a couple of other people commenting? I'm not saying Ja's wrong. Diddy immediately settled. Whatever it was for. I heard it was 50 million or something. He immediately settled. Immediately. He's a multi-millionaire fitness trainer. Okay, so why is Ja saying he's not rich? Oh, he don't got more money than Diddy. Copy. She wanted 30 million. I think they said she got 50. I don't know how much she got. Somebody go check and see how much she got. Where's Ja at? You just went and disappeared. You told me I was wrong about something, and somebody said you were wrong, and now your comments is gone. You never commenting again. You ashamed? You thought you was gonna come in and say I was wrong about something that I was right about, and nobody was gonna fact check you? The kid is back, says he heard she got 30 million. There's a couple of numbers out there. There's a 30 million and there's a 50 million. His net worth was 2 million. All right, so they leveled up with that 50 or 30 million. All right, so she could have did it for the money. So that's all I'm ever asking is for clarification. I'll be asking people for clarification and they be busy telling me I'm taking a position. I'm not taking a position. I'm asking for clarification. Okay, she could have did it for the money. Soraya said it's not for the money. Not all women of multidimensional spiritual stability is worth more than $1. Agreed. But she could have did it for the money. She could have did it for them. So she could have did it for the money. Why are you saying Diddy? Oh, Diddy did hang Wale off a balcony. If I was married to a woman that was treated as a slave by another dude, and now we got kids together, I don't care. Yes, I will 100% want her to take this dude to the freaking bank. So I don't understand what you're saying. If I was married to a woman and she told me that she has trauma, because remember, Alex Fine lives with her. He loves this woman. He has kids with this woman. He sees her trauma every fucking day. Part of my language. I will 100% say that. What are you talking about? 100%. You don't love your woman, fam? So you don't love your woman, John? And what the hell does race got to do with it? I'm not reading no more John's comments. Diddy blew up Kid Cudi car because he hung out. Yeah, that was crazy. The ag order ran out and she was about to talk. Thank you, Soraya, for filling in the dude that think that she just sued them because the husband wanted it. Now do you understand what I mean by these guys just come up with their own, like they watch too much Murder, She Wrote. You understand what I'm saying? So they just come up with random shit. They don't use no facts. They don't use no evidence, no nothing. They just think that they saw some shit on TV somewhere, so now that's what it is. Dude, there's a lot of Puffy stories. I know a few. A few. There's a lot of Puffy stories. I know a few. Diddy gonna be quiet and see who else jump out the woodwork. That's what I would do if I was him. Well, I would have never did it in the first place. But I'm assuming he's gonna be quiet. Can you tell me the audience, please? The audience for what? The new settlement says that she could never talk about it again after this. Well, that's probably why the 50 million was for. If it is 50 million. But see, I don't know if I would have did that because that story probably worth 100 million. See, I don't know if I would ever do that. I don't know. But like I said, I'm also a man, and if a dude did anything to me, there's no amount of money that you could give me. I told some the other day I want to stay away from getting in trouble with his people. I told some the other day I don't want to get in trouble with his people. I've gotten cease and desist before, being as that she just, she's not suing him anymore. I think right now would be it's important to make sure that you're careful about what you say about Diddy. If I was suing somebody, they will always have to pay the tax on the money. I don't want to pay no tax. I'm not suing you and then paying the tax for the money you got to give me. You got to pay the tax on the money. He's probably going down anyway. Cassie probably knew within handcuffed and just... No, I believe that he might also... Diddy has quite a few situations that just recently happened around him, and that's why I think the best thing he can do is just probably just be quiet and just let whatever happen. And then try to figure it out after that. If you are enjoying the show, you can always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. Surviving Diddy. Now the Diddy name just sound different to me and shit. Like it never sounded different. I've always looked at the Diddy name a certain way. Like I always thought the Diddy name was a reference to something. That's not the topic we having right now anyway, so I'm not even gonna talk about it. The Kim Porter, yeah, they got people saying that they should look into the Kim Porter situation because she was gonna drop a book. Then read it by Jake Fruce. I don't know who stays with Diddy's twins in LA. I always thought his his kids look weird, fam. J Lo definitely was smart for leaving him when she did. Yeah, but J Lo left him because she was scared of going to jail. He loved her, or what he calls love. But he loved J Lo, at least what he calls love. Like that was bad for him. Everybody that don't know, he wanted to kill niggas over J Lo, over J Lo leaving. Everybody that don't know, the J Lo situation is serious, serious, serious. But he lost her because of dude already went to jail, but let's just say the chain of events that happened that night are a lot different than what we believe them to be. I'll just leave it at that. The night where Shine shot up the place, the shooting happened with Shine, where he shot him, ended up going to jail. 50 Cent always knew there was something with Puffy. Of course he did. 50 Cent know for the same reasons I know. That's all I can say. I'm going to leave it at that. But 50 Cent know for the same reason. For the same reasons I know a lot of the shit is I'm not, yeah, there's a reason. That's it. That's all. I don't really want to go into that because that's going to be too much. Because sometimes you got to talk about certain things and then I'm going to have to say things I don't want to say. But believe me, similar individuals, similar circle. Probably not the same person, but same circle. Imagine MTV called Diddy up and say, "Hey, we're gonna do." And also, 50 just experienced a lot of that shit firsthand. Not for nothing. 50 experienced a lot of that shit firsthand. But also, what you got to understand, allegedly, Diddy is like one of the snakiest snakes that ever snaked. Like, I'm not going into it. Anyway, imagine MTV called Diddy up and say, "Hey, we want to do a making a band again." Dylan. What's the top 5 rappers? Dylan. This nigga said Dylan 5 times. That nigga is the funniest dude, fam. And he wasn't even that good. None of them guys was good rappers to me. Like, to me, I didn't think any of them was good. None of them. I didn't think any of them was good. I think there was like one of them I thought was okay. That's about it. Nah, I don't think he's gonna get Epstein or Weinstein at the moment. Not yet. B5 never got the publishing rights back from Diddy. B5? Who the fuck is B5? Before 5? You can hate the kid, but you can't stop the flow. It's not possible. You must be taking a lot of blow, but I gots to know if you at least half your weight. My booth is the ER. I make a nigga have to wait. So head to the bathroom, bitch ass, and masturbate. I'ma whip out my lessons like you got a class to take. MCs are running like I'm known to castrate. Only the feds could touch me, nigga. Ask the state. And I have to state, I could drink milk past the date, and we don't play catch and kiss, we play past the date. B5. Well, yeah, none of these dudes, none of them boy bands got paid. What boy band you know that got paid, fam? Most of them boy bands don't get paid. He's stop. He smacked the USC coach with a kettlebell. I did not know about that or remember. Yeah, them boy band groups ain't get paid. They didn't get paid. Why you think they be breaking off and going dolo? Why you think people like Bobby Brown went dolo? He didn't just leave the group because he didn't get the shine he thought he deserved. His money wasn't right. Why do you think a Justin Timberlake leaves? What was he with? NSYNC? His money wasn't right. These guys' money don't be right, fam. Somebody pull up on him and be like, yo, you the guy. And now I want to point one more thing out real quick. So how was Ralph Tresvant the lead singer of New Edition and Bobby Brown was the only one that had the pipes to go solo? Nobody else think about that? I'm going to say that again. How was Ralph Tresvant the lead singer of New Edition if Bobby Brown was the only one that had the pipes to go solo? Bell Biv and DeVoe couldn't even go solo. They had to team up. Yeah. You need a man with sensitivity. A man like... What the fuck is you talking about? Part of my language, I'm so sorry about that. What is you talking about, Ralph? You mean you led the charge to these damn... This thing we got going on now? Johnny Gill was a solo act before he joined New Edition. Not after. Okay? Johnny Gill did have pipes. Johnny Gill could sing. All of them could sing, but they couldn't sing. Shit. The nigga came out with that song. Did you see when he was performing the song at the awards show? He was coming out, yo, man. I was like, oh, Lord, fam. I was like, yo, you gotta go look at that. Yo, go back, Google, YouTube, however you can get to that video. Go back and check out that damn video where he was performing that shit at the music awards, fam. That was hilarious. Yeah, Johnny Gill was brought in to replace Bobby Brown. He was already a singer. He's like, you need a man. He's coming down like the aisle and shit. They walk it. They go into the stage from like the aisle and shit. Like where you go getting seated. You need a man. What the hell you talking about, fam? I never heard a woman say, you know what? I don't want my back blown out. Ever. I've never heard a woman say that, fam. Yo, what else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Where the hell is these guys at? What time is it? Blueberry. You need a man. He was coming down the aisle dancing. You need a man with sensitivity. I was like, what in the hell, fam? I'm sitting there watching that with my stepmother, fam. I'm like, what in the hell, fam? I don't watch The Shy, so I don't know the character. I don't have television, fam. And I don't watch a lot of the shows that's directed specifically at Black people for a reason. Rugi Hauser says, I remember this dude I used to hang with Used to call his girl all day singing that bullshit. She left him. She left him. The hell? What do you think about the UFO whistleblower? Is it yay or nay? I believe in God. So since I believe in God, I believe in his angels, and I believe in demons, and I believe all of these things because I believe in God. I believe that if we saw an angel would be alien to us. We would not know what it is. I believe that if we saw a demon would be alien to us. We would not know what it is. I believe that there's creatures in the sea, that if those creatures in them deep, dark seas were able to get back up on land, however the case is, and came up on land, to us, they will be alien. So when we talk about, do I believe in aliens or not? Yes, I believe that there's things that exist that we can't categorize. I believe there's things that exist that the majority of earthlings have never seen and don't, of human beings have never seen and don't know what it is. I do believe that. So yes, I believe that there might be, there's a possibility for there to be UFOs. I believe that there should be UFOs. I believe that because I believe that they are angels. She did eventually leave old boy. Hell yeah. The hell? No woman want to know she got the softest nigga out of the brothers. You dating some dude, he got 4 or 5 brothers, he the softest nigga. No woman is gonna be happy with that. Yeah, I think, see, we have to be mindful of how we decide we're going to allow for other people to interpret their ideas to us. That's all. Just be mindful of what you allow for another person to say about what they think and how you then accept that information. Just be mindful. Because if a person could tell us something and they don't have to have any proof or anything at all, like what's really going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they can tell us a thing that they also then don't even have to explain. Like, think about how often somebody say something in here and I just simply ask them to explain and they lose all their shit. Now they start saying that I have a problem because they're not agreeing with me or some stupid shit. Think about how often that happens over here. All I do is ask them to explain what they're talking about so we can have a discussion. And they just lose their shit. Oh man, I'm just not agreeing with you. Why everybody I'm just trying to figure out what you're talking about, fam. What you're saying sounds like gibberish. Counter transference of energy. What you're saying sounds like gibberish. I'm just trying to figure out what you're talking about. There might be people in the chat that might agree with you. Even if you're wrong, there might be people in the chat that agree with you. So explain what you're talking about so we can all join the conversation. Oh, nah, man, I'm just not agreeing with you. I'm just not saying the thing that you saying is right. So now I got to agree with you. Everybody don't got to. So it turns into that. You just simply ask a person to explain themselves. So what you got to understand is most people don't even know why they think what they think. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you realize that, you'll know that there's whole groups of people that don't know nothing. They all following somebody that don't even know what they're talking about. They just think a thing. So now all of them are just following a dude that just think a thing, or following a chick that just think a thing. That person don't got no information. That person don't got no nothing. That person did no research. They don't know what they're talking about. They just, they just have a feeling. I have a feeling. That's it. And then they're going off of that. That's it. Now there's a whole 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200, 300, 2,000, 3,000 people that now believe that. And it all just came from some random person just having a feeling. And the first 5 people he's speaking to not being smart enough to ask appropriate questions for them to be able to explain what they're actually talking about. So now everybody is just going with it. Caught in the matrix. Wrong and strong. Exactly. So that's what they're constantly trying to do over here. You understand? That's why it's always a benefit when we have BBN in here. I don't consider those people that come in here and try to disrupt us BBN. I don't know who those guys are. But that's why it's always good when we got BBN in here, we got Frost in here, because y'all guys speak up and I don't have to comment back to every stupid ass reply that somebody put into the chat. But when I don't have y'all guys in here, I do be feeling like I need to put people on the game. These guys, they sending you the wrong way. They sending you the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I do it like that. You understand? I got a person that just pulled up in here, had the nerve to ask me to show people my apartment. What does seeing my apartment have to do with anything? It doesn't. You get it? Just hate. And see how much hate, you know what I'm saying? So what you got to understand is, and going back to talking about Hassan Campbell, what you got to understand is when we do this for a living, there's mentally disturbed people that they want us to become mentally disturbed with them. And sometimes they're successful. So what they try to do is their demons try to stay as close to us as possible. You understand? Their demons are always attacking. Their demons are always trying to stay as close to us as possible. You understand? Reprobate minds. I need for you to help me out with the word reprobate. The people that hate me are really mad because everything is coming together. What y'all should really be mad about is, you know, them niggas that you lied to about me, they might still be cool with you and still act like they cool with you, right? But they know you ain't shit. So what you better be concerned with is, what are they gonna do to you in the future? You know those people that you lied to? I don't even care if they still with you with the lie. They know you not shit. I think you should be more concerned about them and what they plan on doing to you in the future. And less concerned with how my apartment is. Nigga said, show your apartment. That's crazy, fam. That's crazy, ain't it? Tunes, is that not crazy? That's crazy, ain't it? But if I say anything about how crazy it is, they're gonna say I'm either complaining, or they're gonna say, I don't know what the gaslight. They're gonna choose one of their main gaslight phrases. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I don't want to discuss with them. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Morally debunked, debased, corrupted, wicked people. Yeah, basically. I mean, but also you got to understand this. Like, not everybody. Some people feel like they're never going to go to heaven. So they've already given up on living well. A lot of them are trying to get as many other people to get screwed over with them. You understand? A lot of those people are trying to get as many other people as possible to go against God. So the easiest way to do that is, if you see somebody following God's will or trying his best to follow God's will, they go get people to attack that person, because that's one of the easiest ways to get a person to move away from doing what God wants them to do. You understand? You have to make the individual think the things that God want is bad and the thing that Satan want is good. You understand? So that's what a lot of these people are doing. And that's how people like me get attacked, because they convince these people the thing God want is bad and the thing Satan want is good. And then once you convince a person of that, you could basically trick a person into doing almost anything against God or against somebody that God is, trying to elevate. Yeah, but if I tell them to show the spot that he got kicked out from, I'd be wrong. Yeah, but we're not going to give him back that energy. You know what I'm saying? He's not supposed to be inside of my whole community, apparently. Like, literally. Like, if I see him in the community and I call the local police, the Seagate police, I think they're supposed to, like, escort him out. I don't think he's supposed to be inside of Seagate. Yeah. So, anyway, let's talk about something else. I don't want to discuss that. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Or what do y'all want to talk about concerning this matter? Remember, I'm waiting for I guess we'll stay live for a little while longer, and then I'm going to go start going and checking and seeing. I'm going to get off of the live to go check and see how far they are. Because, I want the internet hit immediately so we can get back to other business. Also, being able to connect my phone to Wi-Fi instead of having, because I don't have the best signal out here. So being able to connect my phone to Wi-Fi, because that's one of the reasons why our Instagram been slow. What else y'all want to talk about concerning this Hassan Campbell matter or anything else? Put it in the chat. How y'all liking the show today? We've been stuck inside all day. It's nice outside too. I got to get some gloves though. How y'all been liking the show today? And remember, for all of the people that they lied to you, fam, I just want to say this one more time. I want to be clear about this. Be mad at the people who lied to you about who I was. Don't be mad at me for not being the person who they told you I was. Because I told you who I was. And I am the person I said that I am. So I told you who I was. You just didn't believe them. Just didn't believe me. You decided to believe the people that told you I was somebody other than who I was. So be mad at them. Don't be mad at me because you were wrong about who I am. Be mad at the individual who lied to you and then had you come disrespect me and had you treat me in a manner that now I don't feel comfortable being around you. And I don't think that I should be around you because I feel like God was letting me know who not to share his blessings with. So, God will be blessing me. As always, I share my blessings. Don't be surprised. It's not my fault if be mad at the person who tricked you. Don't be mad at me for acting accordingly. All right? Be mad at the person who lied to you about who I was. Don't be mad at me. What's up? What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm going to cut my hair today, maybe. We got 86 people still in here. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We ain't even get up to 50 likes today. And we've had over 100 people multiple times. It would have been, we probably would have been able to get up to about 150 if we could have got to about 70 likes. They've been sending out the notifications a little bit. All right, I'm not trying to kill the live yet, but come on, we got to get something going, or I'm going to kill the live, and I'm going to go check and see when this internet dude is coming. Let's read our let's read our word for the day. It says Thanksgiving 25 times in the Bible, the King James Bible. The word Thanksgiving is said 25 times. Go look up the word Thanksgiving. Basically, it has to deal with being happy for the things that you have. And because you are happy for the things that you have, God gives you more. Right? I want you to go look up the word Thanksgiving, the definition for the biblical definition. It says that the word Thanksgiving is in the Bible 25 times. I was born on November 25th when it fell on Thanksgiving. Just something to think about. Verse of the day. Galatians chapter 5, verse 25. Now it is God's Spirit that gives us life. So we must let God's Spirit lead us in how we live. I'm going to say this again. Galatians chapter 5, verse 25. Now it is God's Spirit that leads, now it is God's Spirit that gives us life. So we must let God's Spirit lead us in how we live. And that's pretty interesting because that isn't what Hassan Campbell was doing. And look at what turned out for him. And what's the main thing that I'm always saying? We have to put God in everything. That's one of the things that I'm always saying. We got to think about God before we make an act. We got to think about what God will want us to do in this moment. These things are important. Because if we do the thing that God wants us to do in that moment, 9 times out of 10, we're going to do the thing that's in the best interest for us, personally. 10 times out of 10. We're doing God's will, so that's 10 times out of 10. You are going to benefit whenever you're doing the thing that God wants you to do in that situation. It just looks like when we do what Satan wants us to do, we benefit more. So I just want to say something. So the God of truth, not your truth, obviously is trolling, right? What did I say Thanksgiving said in the Bible? That basically, when you're being grateful and you're speaking out about your gratefulness, God blesses you more. That's basically what I just said, right? So I'm assuming this guy is coming in here to try to say that I'm saying something incorrect. And he said, Thanksgiving equals grateful. He who hath an ear, let him hear. You didn't say anything contrasting to what I said, just so we could be clear. And we all know that definitions have like 3 or 4 definitions. It looked like he tried to choose the one that went furthest away from what I was saying. But if he understands the English language, it basically said the same thing that I just said. What's being grateful? Getting a thing and then being happy for the thing that you just gave, right? When you're grateful, you get something and you express your gratefulness for it, right? Right? He who hath an ear, let him hear. So you're grateful for the thing, and then he who hath an ear, let him hear. You're grateful for a thing, and then you speak about your gratitude out publicly to people. Let he who can have the ear hear. So you literally just said the same exact thing that I just said. Oh, you are agreeing. My apologies. My apologies. You know, I get a lot of weirdos in here. My apologies. I was wrong. You all agree. Appreciate you. Soraya says, it's nice chatting with you, family. It's been a vibe. Unfortunately, I have to attend my business. Peace and blessings. Soraya, have a blessed day. Salute. On another note, Haas will be fine once he gets out the hood mentality. Do you think Haas is going to get out of the hood mentality? That's the question. He's pretty old. It looks like he's set in his ways. Not everybody has the ability to pivot like I do. I pivot all of the time. Not everybody has that ability. You think he has the ability to pivot? Because it looks like he's pretty set in his ways. Throwing this away. Yeah, don't be mad at me, fam. Be mad at the person that lied to you about who I was. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Remember all of that time I've been walking around these streets, not doing nothing to nobody. And people was just, there he go, we gonna harass him. Don't be mad at me. I told you who I was. You just decided to not believe me. I had a dude standing out in front of my house today. We got cameras all over my house, man. I promise you they done caught you. And you got to walk in and out of the facility. So I promise you they caught you on that camera. You can't come in here without being on camera. All of my neighbors all up and down the block got cameras. We got cameras. And you had a woman's coat on. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah. Appreciate you. I told you who I was. I've never lied. I've never lied. And I definitely have not lied about who I am. I've been pretty honest. I've been really honest. Somebody just lied to y'all. You be mad at him. Don't be mad at me when y'all see what's about to happen. Be mad at him. Don't be mad. Be mad at them. Don't be mad at me when you're about to see what happened. And y'all walk past me. Y'all try to be nice with me. Y'all try to be cool with me. And I just not going to deal with you because I know that you're a bad person because you came and attacked me for no reason. I know that you eager to work for Satan because you came and attacked me for no reason. Don't be mad at me. I don't care what you thought you knew. I don't care what anybody told you. I'm not going to care. Because if I would have lost, y'all would have been clapping somewhere. So I'm not going to care. Just so we could be clear, I'm not going to care. If I would have lost, if I would have crashed out, if I would have went to jail, if I would have got kicked out, if I would have became homeless, if I would have got killed, whatever, y'all would have been clapping. But it took my own life, y'all would have been clapping. Right? So 9, stay over there. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. My shoulder, my neck is hurting a lot. All right? I slept bad on it. So I'm fidgeting like hell. And I think I'm about to get off the live partly due to that. And partly because I'm trying to find out when these guys is going to bring my internet. So just remember that, fam. And I'm letting you know right now, the people who are sponsoring and supporting this channel, this is the energy they want me to give y'all. So when y'all pull up and say, I'm being too aggressive, I'm actually not being aggressive enough. They would like for me to be a lot more aggressive. They would like for me to come after some of you guys, verbally. But I'm not. Because I got other things I got playing. I don't want to deal with it. So by coming in here and saying that I'm going to lose support, by calling you people out, you are completely wrong. Completely. I think I'm going to go check and see when this internet is coming. I think we're about to end this live because I want to go check and see what this... Y'all know we don't never end the live this early. It's not what sometimes we do, but most of the time we don't. We 3 hours in, but it's only like 11. We're going to end this live. I need to go check and see when this internet is coming. The sooner it get here, the sooner I can start working. The sooner I can start working, the sooner the Tonight Show come. So I want to go check it. Anybody who's pulling up to the Tonight Show? If the internet comes and we do a Tonight Show tonight, who's pulling up to the Tonight Show tonight? This is a real question. If you want me to take it with any seriousness, drop something in the chat. Drop a frost if you want me to do a Tonight Show tonight. Put it in the chat. I just want to see out of 83 people, how many here would like for there to be a Tonight Show tonight that can comment at the moment? Because I know some of y'all can't comment at the moment. Like, don't be like flying a plane and shit. And you like, oh shit, I better comment to frost. Like explosions. If we get the internet today, well, we're supposed to get the internet today. But should I start the Tonight Show tonight? Is the question. Or should I give it a day or two to make sure that I get everything right? Or should I just do the Tonight Show tonight and we just do that bitch on the fly? I only got 2 people, so I guess not, right? So, only 2 people? That's it? Only 2 people? All right, fuck it then. I thought y'all liked the Tonight Show a lot more than that. Well, I'm still bringing it back. Probably not tonight then. We only got 2 people commenting. Probably not tonight, so it's not no real rush. It's not a real rush then. It's not nothing I gotta be too worried about. Concerned. That's it. All right, we're cool with it. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go then. Maybe I'll do a live in the middle of the day, but maybe, I don't know. I'm waiting to get the computer. We'll see what happens. I mean, I got the computer. I'm waiting to get the internet up, and then I'll see what we're going to do. I mean, I was a lot more pumped up to do I'm not that pumped up to do a Tonight Show tonight. Maybe we'll just stick to our regular schedule, or it was going to be Wednesday night. That was going to be our schedule that we was going to do the Tonight Show at. We was going to start on Wednesday. Maybe we just stick to Wednesday, and I just get everything together. Anyway, in any regard, I love y'all. We going early because I got to check to make sure that these guys is, when they delivering some shit to you, you know how people get impatient a little. And you're a little bit concerned. They be like, you can follow the tracker. I'm going to go track my product. I love y'all. Everybody have a beautiful day. We might be doing a live a little bit later. I'm not 100% sure. I might also do a couple of 10-minute videos today. I'm not 100% sure. The internet is coming. So expect numerous different types of 10-minute videos. We're still going to be doing the ones that I do currently with the phone. I'm going to be able to do more of those. The reasons why I'm only able to do 2 or 3 of those a day is because the cell phone connection. With the Wi-Fi connection, I might be able to do way more than just a couple of those a day. With that being said, I love y'all. Everybody have a blessed day. Go out there, do something worth doing, and stamp God's name on it. Let people know that you come in the name of the Father. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.